Bonjour à toutes et à tous, j'espère que vous allez bien. Voilà, ça y est, on y est, conférence Xbox. Donc voilà, conférence Xbox de la gamescom. Voilà, ça y est, normalement j'ai réussi à régler la machine. Là, j'ai plus de problème d'encodeur apparemment, donc je vais regarder au niveau de la connexion. Je suis excellent. Hop, c'est bon. Je vais juste mettre ça. Hop, tac. Voilà, comme ça, on est bien. On est bien atteint. Là, c'est mieux. Voilà, c'est parfait. Je ne touche plus à rien. On est bon. Donc, comment ça va, Smoke, Julius, Romu? Comment tu vas? Comment allez-vous? En ce mercredi, voilà, mercredi 20 août. Là, on va avoir la Xbox ROG Ally, hein, normalement, c'est dans cette conférence qu'on la voit. On l'a déjà vu, mais là, on va voir la date de sortie, on va voir le prix, etc. Donc, ça va être super cool. Voilà. Bon, j'espère que vous allez bien, hein, parce que voilà, on est bien. Et ce soir, rendez-vous avec Romu sur la chaîne, donc Vintage, Prestige 2 Romu, pour le futur game show à 19h30. Voilà, donc ça va être cool. Et oui. Et demain, il y aura l'annonce de Hollow Knight. Voilà, Hollow Knight Silksong. Avec probablement, enfin, j'ai bien dit enfin, la date de sortie. Donc demain, rendez-vous à 16h30. Et Crank, c'est pourquoi bientôt. Voilà, c'est une semaine complètement conférence. Donc on va laisser passer ça. Donc voilà. Et encore désolé, mille fois désolé pour hier. Franchement, je suis dégoûté. Ça ne devait pas se passer comme ça. Voilà. Je vais me mettre à fond. Je vais tout revoir de A à Z. Une fois tout ça passé, je vais tout revoir de A à Z. Et je vous proposerai un truc à la fin d'année pour les Game Awards. Je vous proposerai un truc monumental. On va se faire ça bien. Vous allez voir, ça va être top top. Je vais vous faire un truc de malade. Je vais tout revoir. Et voilà, on va se faire ça très bien. Salut Sakura, comment tu vas? Je sors du taf et ça fait plaisir d'entendre les rangers, le chat. Ah, merci à toi. Merci à toi. On est à 2 minutes de la conférence Xbox. Donc, installez-vous bien. Ça va bientôt commencer. Là, j'ai plus de bugs. Tout va bien. Je vais bien, merci JMA. Super, Julius. Super. Qu'est-ce que vous attendez, vous, de cette conférence? Qu'est-ce que vous attendez? N'hésitez pas à partager tout ça au niveau de la conférence. N'hésitez pas à partager le live. Ça ferait super plaisir. Voilà. Donc là, je sais, on est en plein après-midi. C'est un peu compliqué. Mais bon, la rediff sera toujours là, bien présente. Bien évidemment. Allez, il reste 1 minute avant les gros. Bon, il y a du gros, hein. Il y a du Call of Duty Black Ops 7. Il y aura l'extension de Indiana Jones. Voilà, il y a du gros. Donc voilà, ça va être cool. Ça va être super. Ça va être génial. Voilà. Et là, je suis content. Ça bug plus. Ça bug plus. Et tout à l'heure, j'ai réessayé pour la Gamescom ce qu'on avait préparé hier. Ça a fonctionné. Donc, je ne comprends plus rien. Je comprends rien du tout. Moi, rien, je suis dans le patient gaming. J'attends du temps avant de faire les jeux et je joue à pas cher. T'as bien raison, Smoke. Plus de gameplay, du gameplay. Ouais, ça c'est vrai, il faut du gameplay. On est d'accord, il faut du gameplay. Allez, il reste 30 secondes. 30 secondes avec les alloués. Bah, je pense qu'ils vont commencer par la Xbox Ally, hein, je pense, hein. Ils vont commencer par le plus gros, puis après ça va aller tout en montant. Et après en descendant, et puis voilà, c'est comme ça le but d'une conférence. Allez, 10 secondes. Je vais mettre le son. Hop, c'est parti. Et là, j'ai plus de bugs. Je suis content. C'est parti, les gars. C'est parti. Voilà, je mets ça bien. Oh, Peggy 18, déjà. Il y a quasiment que du Peggy 18. Hein.
Every August for 15 years, Cologne, Germany has hosted the world's definitive celebration of gaming. From stunning opening night live reveals and gameplay breakdowns to the biggest news from the industry's best, join hundreds of thousands of fans on the ground and millions of gamers worldwide for the ultimate games convention. Welcome to Xbox at Gamescom.
Bienvenue dans l'application Xbox Gamescom. Ça c'est bien, il y a les sous-titres. Ah bah non, ça commence pas par la rogolaï. Triangle stratégie.
A war to end all wars. A war whose victor shall rule Norzelia in her glorious entirety.
Roland! Lord Wolford! There is no saving me. The future of Glenbrook lies in your hands now.
You're damned right it will. I'll restore this kingdom to its rightful glory.
I care only that you and the legacy
Ce soir, il y a 50 jeux présentés là, dans le Future Game Show. 50 jeux PS5, Switch 2, PC, etc.
You are responsible for more than just your own life now.
Alors, qu'est-ce que c'est ces triangles
This
stratégiques
battle is but the first step on the path Lord Serenoa has laid before us. Let us take this first step together and rejoice.
Nothing. You are free of sin. Now behold my power.
To victory!
Pas mal.
Not another step.
Pour ceux qui aiment bien les jeux en 2D, 3D.
A new future is before us. But first,
Du
we must carve our way
RPG.
through to it.
Triangle stratégie. Oh, Shadow Drop. Oh.
Hello Xbox fans and
Bien.
welcome to Gamescom. You just saw a trailer for Triangle Strategy from Square Enix, which you can actually play today. And that is just the tip of the iceberg because this is a huge year for Gamescom. We've got tons of great reveals, in-depth interviews and first look gameplay presentations. I'm Benny from the Xbox On team and we're going to make sure that you're getting wall-to-wall coverage all event long so you don't miss out on a single thing. But first, let's head inside and catch up on all those big reveals from Opening Night Live.
Thanks so much,
Ouais, sur l'intérieur de la Gamescom. Ah, la ROG Xbox Ally, elle est là. Elle est là, les amis.
At the biggest gaming convention in the world. There is a ton of amazing
Les jeux arrivent en
stuff packed in the
2025.
next 2 days, and we finally get to see gameplay for some of the year's most anticipated titles and catch a glimpse of gaming's future in the form of fresh reveals and some surprise drops.
I mean, just today, Charlie, we've got a full demo of Dying Light the Beast, tons of new info on Keeper from Double Fine, a custom controller giveaway, what's next for World of Warcraft and Call of Duty, and a brand new adventure
Call of Duty,
starring a
Black Ops,
certain
World of
roguish
Warcraft.
archaeologist with a whip. And that's just some of the stuff I was allowed to tease after I signed like 5,000 NDAs. But first up, let's go hands-on with the ROG Xbox Ally and the Ally
Ouais,
X,
la Xbox
the very
Ally et la
first
Ally
Xbox
X.
handhelds, and explore the wide world of Xbox Play Anywhere.
Now, Xbox Play
Eh
Anywhere,
oui, le
you can
fameux
play a game
Xbox
once
Play
best and
Anywhere.
access it across PC and Xbox consoles, including the Xbox Ally and Ally X. Even better, your progress travels with you, so you can bring all your saves, your add-ons, your friends, and all those delicious achievements along. So whether
Alors,
you're
qui
online
attend
on the
les
convention
Xbox
floor
Ally
waiting to play your favorite
parmi
game,
vous?
posted up here at the Xbox booth with your beloved Xbox On team, visiting our battle-ready neighbors
Alors
at a
donc là,
very
vous pouvez
impressive
jouer au
Call of Duty
jeu
Black
dans
Ops
le
7
stand
booth,
de
chilling
à
with the Warcraft
Cologne
team
à la
over on the
Gamescom.
World Warcraft Midnight booth, hanging with Asus at the ROG
Ah,
Ally
ça doit
Boy
être
over in
énorme,
Hall
hein,
8,
bon,
or
franchement.
looking at the latest tech offerings from
Un jour, on le
Samsung.
fera.
This year at Gamescom, anywhere kind of truly is the best place to play. But right now, what we're going to do, Bex, is quickly recap what Xbox revealed last night at the opening night live celebrations. Are you ready?
Let's get into
Let's do
it. I mean, we got a brand new and very charming Companions trailer for the Outer Worlds too.
Il y a
That
encore la
revealed 6
caricature
new
woke américaine,
friends
cheveux
to travel
colorés,
the stars
tatouages. Ouais,
and
bon
zap
après.
like Swift.
Zap-a-da-zap! The
Ah, ça
Dynasties
t'intéresse
of
toi,
the
Julius?
East expansion for Age of Empires 4 Anniversary Edition also got announced, and they also revealed a release date, so you can start organising your troops on November 4th.
Market. We also found out about the massive new Indiana Jones and the Great Circle expansion, continuing Indy's investigation
Je savais
of the
même pas qu'il y avait
ancient order
l'extension au
of
mois de
giants.
septembre. Ça va
Ancient
être
Rome's
énorme.
biggest secret awakens
Un
September
jour là,
4th.
t'as Indiana Jones, le lendemain t'as Chronos, et après t'as encore un autre jeu.
Raven
Ça va
Clan
être
is finally
mortel.
taking center stage in Ninja
Vous allez revoir
Gaiden 4,
du
which we
live,
saw an
hein,
awesome
au mois de
new
septembre à la
trailer for as
rentrée,
well.
ça
And
va.
according to Team Ninja Bag, some of you got this, they have a secret ulterior motive that will really shake up the story when it drops on
Il y
October
aura Alice
21st.
How very
aussi que je vais
sneaky.
présenter.
As
Moi j'ai déjà présenté en démo,
anticipated,
je
we
vais
got a
présenter le jeu
truly
complet.
immersive look at Call of Duty Black Ops 7,
Call
releasing
of Duty
November
Black Ops.
14th. Yes, the new game's got twisted environments, a campaign that supports 4-player
Le
co-op,
14 novembre.
zombies, Dead
Ok.
Ops Arcade, and even a new
Non,
mode
t'inquiète, ça va
called
continuer.
Endgame to keep
c'est
your
pas-
squad busy for years to come. Really impressive
Je pense
stuff.
que ce
that.
week-end, au soir, on va relancer Rayman.
Storm through with the gorgeous and never-before-seen cinematic intro for the World of Warcraft. Midnight, the ancient home of the Blood Elves, is under threat, and they'll need to tap into the power of the sacred Sunwell to keep those shadows at bay in 2026.
Plus, today we'll have even deeper looks at
Et
titles that
encore
were shown at opening night
Future Game
live,
Show
like
ce soir et
Keeper,
Team
Dying
Cherry
Light
demain
the
avec Colonna,
Beast,
et après c'est
and
fini les
Lego
conférences.
Voyagers. And in a few hours, this very broadcast will play host to a special edition of the official Call of Duty podcast. But to get the party started, here comes all the latest details on the Xbox Ally, which has been so hotly
la Xbox
anticipated
Ally.
ever since it was announced at the Xbox Games Showcase.
The vision around Xbox has really transformed over the years of people playing on multiple devices, people playing anywhere.
We know what players want. They want to game on their own terms.
This was a #1 request from our fans. We're working in close partnership with Asus on a brand new handheld
called the Xbox Ally and the Xbox Ally X.
The best game library on the go.
Alors la date de sortie, est-ce que ça sera le 16 octobre? Bonne question.
It feels like we're finally hitting an inflection point now where I'm able to take the game that I'm playing on my beefy home PC gaming rig and take it with me on a portable device.
Big question a lot of players have is how are PC games going to play on a handheld form factor? The games are largely going to play like they do on PC.
The Xbox Ally targets 720p, while the Xbox Ally X targets 1080p.
Okay.
Most titles will perform between 30 frames per second and 60 frames per second.
Okay.
But
Et la
certain
Ally
games have the
X en
potential to hit up to
1080p.
120 frames per second. As frame rates rise and fall,
La première
variable
sera
refresh
30
rate
images
or
par seconde et
VRR
la
will
haut de
deliver a
gamme à
consistent and
60
fluid
images
visual
par seconde.
experience. Players can further fine-tune a variety of device settings in the command center, from optimizing battery life to remapping buttons.
The Asus Armory Crate has 3 distinctive settings that are really great. There's the silent mode, where these dark gaming sessions you will have. There is a performance mode, so your battery life is optimized.
Il y a le mode
and of course,
silencieux,
for the top performance
le mode
factor, you
performance.
would use turbo mode.
Donc j'aurai le mode performance et le mode qualité,
it's
bien
less about
entendu.
stripping games down and more about ensuring playing the game on a handheld is as easy and effortless as possible. Games that run at 30 frames per second or above will get a should perform well on this device tag. Games that hit 60 frames per second or above will carry a should perform great on this device tag.
Même là, ce jeu est plus
Games that haven't been tested yet will have a performance check not available yet
machine,
label.
donc la
As more
standard qui
games are
sera
tested,
30 images
updated,
par
and
seconde
optimized for
et la
handheld,
version
these
haut de
labels
gamme,
will
donc
evolve
la
over time.
ROG Ally X,
This
elle
is
sera
about
à
giving players a
60 images
device
par
with no
seconde.
obstacles to fun. So one example is making sure that it's going to work seamlessly with a controller. Are all menus and prompts working as intended? And are those UI elements properly sized for the smaller
Et là, il y a
screen?
des bordures quand même.
Another example of an
Vous avez vu, il y a
essential
des bordures.
compatibility feature is having a gamepad keyboard.
Ah, vous avez vu, c'est le
If a
son qui
game
va être dans le
passes all
Game
these
Pass.
checks, they're considered handheld optimized
Il va
and
être
will
dans
be
le Game
labeled as
Pass.
such. On the Xbox home screen, you'll find a new handheld optimized channel
Ouais, mais la
that will
première
curate
machine
these
est plus
titles
chère que
for
la
players.
plus. Eh ouais.
We test on the Ally all the time as we're building Roblox. For
Elle
a
a
player,
100
that
€
means
plus cher.
more immersion, better graphics, smoother animation. You get to play games the way they were built.
If you're playing Doom the Dark Ages on the PC or the console,
Vous
you
pouvez jouer
expect
au jeu
ultra
comme
responsive,
si
fast
ils ont
action
été
FPS
construits
experience.
sur PC.
On your
Ok.
Xbox Ally, Doom the Dark Ages will be every
Donc en
bit
fait,
as
vous jouez au
fast
jeu
and
comme si vous jouez
responsive
sur
as you'd
PC en
expect.
fait. partie 2.
One of the awesome things about PC is that there are so many places to get your games.
We think about having this unified game library and how it can bring your entire game collection together.
Any recently downloaded and played games from other PC game stores, from Battle.net, the Epic Game Store, Ubisoft, Steam, GOG, or EA, the Xbox app automatically finds them and will show them in your game library. And right on the Xbox home screen, under most recently played.
My most recently used game should be something that sticks with me everywhere I go, creating a unified user experience.
You're going to see games played on Xbox. If it's a PC native game, you're going to be able to play it right there. If it's a console-only game, you're going to be able to stream it from the cloud. If you're down in your basement and you want to stream direct from your console that you've got upstairs, you're going to be able to do it.
I'm able to continue to experience the worlds and characters that I love anywhere that I want to play. This is going to be awesome. Now we literally have a device that can go with you everywhere.
Hey there everyone, I'm Henry, and today I'm joined by Dom and Brianna from Xbox and Gabe from our friends at Asus, who are going to tell us a whole lot more about the ROG Xbox Ally and the Xbox Ally X, which are the very first handhelds giving Xbox fans the freedom to play anywhere. Thank you so much for being here, and welcome to Cologne, guys. How you doing?
Thank you for having us. It's been busy getting everything ready, but we're super excited to be here.
Well, I gotta say, it's incredibly distracting having the Ally Xbox. I want to just grab it and have a go, but
la première ROG Ally. Donc la version standard elle sera 30 images par seconde en 720p et la ROG Ally X sera 60 images par seconde en 1080p.
Wherever and however you want to play. And we saw this wave of innovation happening in the handheld space from brands like Asus, and we knew that we could fuel that with so much more energy from Xbox. So when we started talking to Asus, it became apparent how much more we could do together. We share the same obsession with our players and our devices and gaming in general. And we just realized that by building a device together, we could do something much more special and much more quickly than either of us could do alone. And so that's what brought us to the Xbox Ally. The Xbox Ally really brings together that power of Xbox with the full freedom of Windows. That means that you can play your PC games natively from across storefronts. You can play your Xbox Play Anywhere games natively, and you can stream your console games as well. And really, this is just the beginning. Like, we have such a huge roadmap of improvements that we're going to continue building, continue delivering for our players. We're always listening to feedback, but I'm really excited for this first step.
As a device, it's got a really quite unique look about it. Gabe, can you tell us a bit about the hardware design of the Ally?
Absolutely. The design of the ROG Xbox Ally features natural ergonomics, comfort, and user familiarity. These solid contour grips familiar with that Xbox controller we all know and love. And so design starts with your hands, right? We think about our opposable thumbs and the really nimble fingertips that we have. These are the tools that we use to write, to pick things up, and definitely to play. And so when you think about the devices as they are in their current generation, it really rests into your palm. And you're using your palm to pick up these devices. And I say it's kind of like a tray-like. With the ROG Xbox Ally series devices, it rests into your fingers and then into your palms, and then allows you to curve over, giving you the freedom to use that to play. On our wonderful new ABXY keys with the tactile feel and color coloring of the new Xbox controllers. It's not as simple though as just taking a controller and splitting it in half and putting a panel inside. Really, that would cause you to flare out. So there's a subtle detail of how you kind of want to have it play and be natural. And those contoured feels and this natural feeling really helps with the overall weight distribution. And that means comfort when you play long on these devices. And so with the Xbox Ally series, you're going to be able to play longer and play comfortably. And then with the ROG Xbox Ally X, you then have the access to the impulse triggers. So then you're able to feel everything and be part of the game and immersive inside and in terms of all of the things that you would be familiar with on your Xbox controller today. And so you'll get all those game-centric cues coming through on your device.
It's so like fully fledged, very well optimized for gaming, which is why I need to ask, how is the Windows experience optimized for gaming, which is primarily what we want to do with Ally.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this has been a huge collaboration between Asus, Xbox, and Windows. And so we really thought about like what makes playing on Xbox so unique, and how can we bring those elements together with what makes Windows 11 so great for PC gaming. And that really led to, from my perspective, 3 big features. The first one is the Xbox full screen experience. The Xbox full screen experience is extremely tailored for the handheld device.
On va pas longtemps attendre, j'aurai un jour à attendre pour l'avoir,
ce sera bien. Ally or the Xbox Ally X, you launch directly into this Xbox full screen experience. But what's even more interesting about what's happening here is not just the experience itself, but what's not happening. So we've collaborated really deeply with Windows to defer a bunch of processes that aren't required for gaming. So that means your desktop, the taskbar, all of these things aren't loaded when you boot into the full screen experience, giving all that memory back to your games. The second feature is the aggregated library. So because this is Windows, we know that our players have catalogs of games that span across different storefronts. We want to bring your full library together in one place in the aggregated library so you can see all of your installed games from different storefronts. This makes it super easy to launch your games, kind of stay in that Xbox full screen experience for more of your experience, and just really experience the full value of the device. The third feature that we've really invested deeply in is the Play Anywhere feature. So Xbox Play Anywhere has been a program for a long time, but we've really been investing in it so deeply, and there's now over 1,000 games that support Xbox Play Anywhere. For your Xbox Play Anywhere games, you can bring your progress, your saves, your achievements from your Xbox console or your Windows PC to your Xbox Ally, just again making that really so seamless. And again, we have a huge roadmap of improvements we're working on together and with the Windows team. So it's really exciting, and I think there's going to be so much more to share, and we're always listening to feedback. But these three features, to me, are what make the Xbox Ally so special.
So ergonomics, they're locked in. We've also got just a lightweight Windows, primed and ready for gaming. Yeah. Gabe, tell us a bit about the horsepower behind it and the partnership you've got with AMD to really make games shine.
Absolutely. We're really pushing the boundaries of silicon with this device. Efficiency is the Xbox Ally superpower. These class of processors are tuned specifically for handhelds. I'm super excited to talk about what's in the Xbox Ally X. It hosts the Ryzen AI Z2 Extreme. We've taken the best performing processor on the market and added NPU. That means you're ready for new frontiers in local AI gaming while having the best efficiency possible on these amazing generational changes with the Z2 Extreme. For the normal Xbox Ally, we have the Z2 the first time a handheld processor of this type has been productized for Windows. So that means amazing performance from 15 to 20 watts. Again, efficiency is the superpower. And so for that part, I would say we also can include AMD's fluid motion frames. AMD's fluid motion frames bring smoothness and additional frames to allow you to enjoy that wonderful gameplay that's available for thousands of games and only on Windows. Lastly, I would say we're going to bring the power of AI to our devices. So for both the Xbox Ally and the Xbox Ally X, you'll be able to have Copilot for gaming, a game guide you can call from the Xbox menu that assists you while you play.
It's all super exciting. Brianna, I don't think we should keep anyone waiting any longer. Why don't we take a look at how the Xbox Ally X works? And I think we should get a camera in here as well so that people at home can definitely take a look. But show me how you turn on one of these things.
Yeah, so one thing that's great is there's a fingerprint reader on the power button. As Don mentioned, we made a lot of improvements in Windows to help add gamepad navigation across the device. So I can press A to dismiss the lock screen, and I can navigate all elements that I would expect to with a gamepad. One of the features I really love is that we've added gamepad indicators to the pin pad, so if you're familiar with them on console, you'll be able to enter your pin or have your own combination that you would have to put in your password quickly. You can also use directional navigation, and we really want to give the flexibility to players of how they want to get into their gaming session.
Cool. So I'm not going to peek at your pin, don't worry.
No one's going to look like what the pin is.
I'll get my own later, don't worry.
Yeah. So I'm going to quickly put in a pin for this device, and you'll boot right into the Xbox.
Cool. What's the first thing we're kind of seeing here?
Yeah, this is that Xbox full screen experience that we've talked about. So it boots directly into this experience. It's really tailored for gamepad navigation, for the handheld screen, and again, it doesn't even load those processes that aren't required for gaming. In some of our initial estimates, this shows an estimated 2 gigabytes of savings in memory, which can all go back to your games, which means faster startup times and less idle power draw.
Absolutely. I mean, that was super snappy just to get into that.
Standard, 2 gigaoctets,
big compliments on the library that I can already see. Why don't you run us through a bit of this experience as well?
one of the buttons that we've added on this device is a library button, so you can push that and it'll take you right to your library. Dom mentioned about the aggregated library. You'll see these new indicators across the thing. So, hey, these are my games from the Game Pass entitlement. These are the ones installed from other storefronts. And we really want to make sure that when people play a game in the library, they know what save they're doing. You might be like me and you own the same game across multiple storefronts. Your save files are so important.
Guilty of that.
Yeah,
Je parle de la
so you want to make
Xbox,
sure that
la
when you launch your game, you know where it's coming from, and you're able to kind of get that jump back in where you expect.
Amazing. Can you launch up a game for us? I'm going to let you choose.
Yeah, so let's launch up Gears of War.
Good.
You can see that the bootloader that we have launches full screen. That really takes you to kind of that immersive experience, so you're not seeing those desktop elements that Dom mentioned previously.
Very cool. Because there's something I use at home on my desktop, which is Game Bar. I use it to access my screenshots. I use it to access all of my friends lists, party chat.
Yeah.
We have a little look at that. How does that
Donc
operate on the Ally?
Yeah, so one of the main differences between the original Ally and the Xbox Ally is now there's an Xbox button on the device. And so by pressing it, you quickly bring up Game Bar. And this is the optimized view that we used last year called Compact Mode. That takes that same widget model that we have before that's completely extensible, but it puts it in a more streamlined, optimized form for these handheld devices. So it lets you quickly get access to device settings and most importantly, Command Center.
Nice.
So instead of having multiple overlays that you're juggling, it's all in one overlay and it's all in Game Bar, and so you can get access to some of those awesome AMD features as well as the Asus features that you've been known for before, to be able to navigate those and adjust those kind of performance settings on the fly.
As a person who is already a multi-device user, it does instantly feel quite familiar as well. Like across my console or my PC, I'm kind of getting this very fluid and connected system. It's really nice.
Yeah.
So we can jump back into Gears of War, but we know this is a fully fledged Windows device.
T'inquiète,
What
Madame
else can you
Ranger
do with it? Are there other apps that I can use?
Yeah, so one of my favorite features is we've added a new custom task switching view. So by long pressing on the Xbox button, you'll get this new experience where you can quickly bumper between existing applications as well as go to the Windows desktop if you need to kind of tweak something that you can't do easily. And it really kind of makes it feel fast and fluid. And so if you're using Discord or getting a little hint and edge, you can quickly bumper between them and then go back to your game really smoothly.
So snappy. I absolutely love it. Dom, is there anything else you'd like to add as well to what we're seeing here?
Yeah, I mean, this is really our Xbox experience reimagined for handheld gaming. Builds in collaboration with Asus, Windows, Xbox, and allows you to have that full immersion and effortless play. But really, games are at the heart of what makes a great Xbox experience, and that's why we're developing a new program called the Handheld Compatibility Program. And this will help you really easily understand what games play well on your device across things like text size, controller navigation. And so we're really excited to announce this program and work very closely with our development partners on it as well to help you have the best possible gaming experience on your Xbox Ally.
That's so awesome. So all of that, and I hear that you've also brought a little video for us to check out. Should we just load that up now?
Let's do it.
C'est génial, c'est génial. Alors.
This is gonna be awesome.
Your game. Ça va être génial, comme ils disent.
Let's do this.
So, now that you've seen what the Xbox Ally and the Xbox Ally X can do, I bet you want to know when you can get your own one. Brianna, if I ask really nicely, is there anything you can tell us on that front?
Yeah, I'm excited to share that the Xbox Ally and the Xbox Ally X will be available worldwide October 16th.
Oh, that's so soon. Right, well, you heard it here first. The Xbox Ally comes out on October 16th. Thank you for that, Brianna, and to all of our guests here as well for stopping by today. But coming up next, stick around for the latest on Rogue, Prince of Persia, and so much more as Xbox at Gamescom 2025 continues.
Xbox Game Pass. Ah, ça c'est le dernier Prince of Persia, ça, non? Ouais, le Prince of Persia, ouais. Il a l'air cool ce vidéo. Et il sera dans le Game Pass. C'est ce gars. Je sais rigoler, mais vu que j'ai confiance en Lucas. Et ouais. C'est beau l'amour. Ah, il a l'air génial la Prince of Persia. Ils vont nous mettre 5 Shadowrun dans la conférence. Ah ouais. On a déjà eu un, il y a eu triangle stratégie. Donc on a déjà eu un, il reste plus 4. Ouais, elle a raison, ma Bubu. Hein. J'aime pas quand mes yeux se... Mais aussi, mais j'aime pas quand mes yeux... Ah bah ça, c'est comme tout le monde, hein, donc... Ah, on a des yeux, voilà. Après, voilà, pour moi, ça va être plus loin, quoi. Il était dit... non, le Prince of Persia, non, il était pas encore... Il était pas encore... C'était l'autre, le... comment il s'appelait l'ancien Prince of Persia alors il sort quand? Ah, il n'y a pas de date.
You might think that the ROG Prince of Persia is just another 2D action roguelike, and you'd be wrong. Yes, we have plenty of deadly weapons, powerful abilities, and game-breaking builds, but what makes it different? I'm going to tell you. This is 2D parkour in full flow. You wall run, vault, and somersault through the world, blending traversal and combat into one seamless movement. If you're looking for Prince of Persia DNA, then shine a black light on this. It'll light up like Times Square. And that wall run, that is the first of its kind in the 2D game. Every fight is a chance to move with style. You're not just swinging a sword, you're fighting with everything. Kick enemies into traps or into each other. Vault to dodge attacks. Wall run over hazards. Dive to stun. Boot rocks and arrows into the faces of your foes. It's like playing a Jackie Chan movie as the Prince of Persia. This is acrobatic and environmental combat that rewards creativity and looks damn good doing it. The story holds more surprises. The prince must live the same day over and over, searching for a way to stop an enemy invasion that his actions have triggered. You must learn from each run, discovering how to save key characters and family members and bringing them to the oasis outside of the time loop to unlock new biomes, items and story beats. Only by exploring the entire city, from the depths of the mines to the top of the lighthouse, will you find the one path that will give you the chance to change the fate of Persia. And the soundtrack? Woo! An unheard of combination of traditional Persian instruments fused with modern trap. It drives you forward. Every run has a rhythm. Every fight has a beat. And we guarantee you'll be listening to it when you're not even playing. So there you have it. The ROG Prince of Persia offers a unique combination of 2D wall running, environmental combat, a branching narrative, and a pulsating soundtrack, on top of all the usual tasty roguelike ingredients. This is a roguelike with rhythm, flow, and style.
En même temps, c'est les vacances. Oh, sorti aujourd'hui.
The Prince of Persia is going rogue. Known for those smooth acrobatic wall runs and intense boss fights set against inspired vibrant Persian-inspired landscape. It's clear why it's the most anticipated action platformer roguelite of the year. And here to tell us more from Evil Empire artistic director Dylan Erlings and marketing manager Matthew Houghton. Gentlemen, welcome. Now, from first thing, thanks so much for joining us. And I've got to ask, was that, from what we saw in the back of that trailer, did I see what I think I saw?
I think so, yeah.
Moi, je suis pas pro du tout.
Which one of you would like to reveal it, if anyone missed it?
Moi, j'ai toujours dit, j'aime les trois constructeurs, PlayStation, Nintendo, Xbox, le principal, c'est les jeux.
And also, like, for those that don't know,
les machines, je m'en fous.
This game
j'ai testé le solo de Dead
a classic franchise.
Ah ouais, faut encore je le fasse.
In the past, you've worked on games like Dead Cells, Evil Empire, fantastic DLC, like Castlevania. How has it been taking a beloved franchise?
Je te rappelle quand j'ai fini Indiana Jones à 6h du matin, tu m'as dit il serait peut-être l'heure de te coucher.
It's kind of like, it's tough and great at the same time, because obviously like we've got a load of fans of the franchise. In the team, like lots of people who played Sands of Time, even people who played like the original back in the 90s.
Yeah.
And so there's like a pressure
to take
this franchise into a different direction. But it's great because it actually gives us something like to really focus on. Like we knew we wanted acrobatic combat, we wanted a wall run, we wanted this like real Persian-inspired vibes. So that helped to kind of like keep us on the right path while integrating our like 2D action knowledge to make something which we think is unique.
Yeah, and it looks absolutely gorgeous. And you've been having the game on early access recently, but for those that haven't been able to play early access, what can people expect when they hop on to Rogue Prince of Persia?
So yeah, basically you can expect 2D action roguelike with kind of acrobatic combat mixed with a wall run, which I think is unique in a 2D game. So basically you have a whole moveset on top of that. So you've got like a kick, a vault, a dive attack. So basically you're going to be flowing through traversal into combat and back again. And there's also like a branching narrative behind that as well.
Yeah, nice. And also, you've had early access for a bit now, and you've been asking for loads of feedback from players. What's been some of the ones that has like kind of been the most surprising or inspired bits of feedback that you've taken on board?
Well, we've gotten tons of feedback from players, especially from the guys we have on Discord. We have like a very supportive and dedicated community of players there, and it's like almost day-to-day talking with them. It's like they are part of the team, so we just work with them as if they were part of the development, you know. And so one guy, Opelit, he's making the wiki for the game. And it's super detailed, even more detailed than what we have in the studio, you know. These guys, they know the game by heart. And so it's so cool to work with them. And another one called Andrew is a super fan. And a good anecdote is that he had a baby during the production of the game.
Yeah.
And so we celebrated it. I did a sketch of the prince with the baby and everything.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, these guys are truly part of the team, and I want to thank them truly for this early access. It was great.
I think that's one of my favorite things these days as well, is how much the community can get involved in games now and like kind of give feedback and kind of work directly with the studios. It's not something we really had in the past.
Yeah, that's something truly unique. And like, the instantaneity of it is awesome, because you can just ask a question, brainstorm an idea about like game design or whatever, and they would like answer directly. And it's so great.
Now, also one thing, a lot of fans have been asking about the story of Rogue Prince of Persia and how it's going to evolve over time. Can you go a bit more into that?
Yeah, so basically the story, you basically start off and you've kind of accidentally triggered an invasion of Persia, and then you've kind of got to figure out a way by going into the city each day and trying to find clues. And then by finding the clues, you unlock biomes, and then you have to like take an item and do something with it to then unlock something else, find a character who then tells you somewhere else you can go. So it's basically kind of like a puzzle in real time as you go through each run. To basically find the one true way to finally save Persia and rectify your mistake.
And like you said about clues, right? Something that we would expect. Hidden elements in the game. Are there some of those for us to find?
Yeah, there's definitely hidden rooms where, you know, like you'll find characters and stuff. I'm trying to think back, for example, but definitely where you find the that's kind of like hidden stuff. But it's Prince of Persia, there's got to be hidden rooms somewhere.
I was hoping so, because I love the old games as well. And one of the most things, well, when you look at the game, first of all, the visuals. It is visually stunning, the comic book style, and like you've obviously massively behind this. Could you go a bit more into what inspired you and how you kind of worked on the design of the game?
For sure. So we wanted the game to have a unique look, like something that would not have been made before. And so since it's a very 2D game, we wanted to embrace that aspect and have something very graphic with these patterns, the borders, and everything. So it's inspired by the Persian miniatures, which are art from like back in the days in the ancient Persia, and this would be very graphical images painted by hand. And so we tried to incorporate some of these elements in the art direction of the game. And the other inspiration is the French comic books.
Yeah.
So we really wanted to have some of this in the game because in the art team we are big comic book lovers, and because we wanted to be super like innovative, we used Moebius as a reference because nobody does that in the games. No, yeah, but he's a great artist, so he was one of the main reference.
And also, you mentioned Discord earlier as well. Have you like taken any fan-inspired feedback on some of the art that you've used in the game?
For sure. We had some fun contests on the Discord, And so, for example, we had a skin contest at some point, and player would like draw whatever crazy type of prince costume. And so we had like a voting for the favorite skins.
Là, il parle de
and
costumes.
I think 8 or 9 of them ended up in the game.
That's amazing.
So that's great.
That must be. I can already see though how much you kind of work with your community already. And if there's anyone else who wants to get involved, are they able to do that as well?
You mean the players?
Yeah, like the players can get involved to give feedback.
Yeah, for sure. Like in the game design, we changed tons of stuff. Like for instance, we have this medallion system, which in the beginning was maybe too complex. And so we worked with the community to make it simpler to understand, but also more fun to like write when you play, you understand how it works. So we iterated a lot of
Bah ouais, je commence à m'en laisser une,
moustache. Je commence.
Yeah, along the game design as well, you did a major art revision for the game as well from when you started. So much so, you made a mini documentary about how that happened. How was that?
That was a long walk. So
et on vient de passer la barre des 2330 abonnés. Merci les amis. Ça fait super plaisir, ça fait chaud au cœur. En tout cas, merci à vous.
Bold and unique look, and we knew not everybody would love it. But we got a lot of feedback from players that did not like so much the art direction. So we tried to take that as a feedback, just as if it was gameplay. Why not rework the art, you know? So we did a lot of polishing, and we changed some of the color. The prince was purple in the beginning. He's not purple anymore. That's a long story.
Là, il parle de la couleur du jeu.
Là,
il faut voir comment en fait il développe le jeu en fait. C'est trop bien ce truc-là.
Big rework.
I think it's one of the first things anyone notices as soon as they see the game. It's so vibrant and colorful.
Par contre, c'est un gros segment, c'est un gros segment sur Prince of Persia.
Like you've done like an incredible job putting that together. Have you got any personal favorite pieces that you worked on in the game?
I mean, we tried to be as diverse as we could in the biomes that you are going through. So each biome has a very unique color palette. I think the final one, the palace, the one that's going to be released in the 1.0, is the best one because it's the last one that we made, and we put a lot of love in this because it's the final objective of the game. And it's really nice.
Les amis, merci Bibi, merci à toi. Passe un bonjour à Lily. Et merci d'être patient tout
makes those beautiful backgrounds that you kind of interact with, and then the kind of the combat gameplay, because it must be kind of difficult to manage.
That's a challenge for sure because the gameplay is very fast-paced, and the traversal is challenging. So you have to be able to read everything very quickly. So we try to have something that is very simple, yet tells a story. So whenever we can, we have rooms in the game that tell like environmental storytelling, but it's not during the combat phases. So it's a subtle balance between readable gameplay and background that tells a story.
Oh, nice. So especially. Is it like clear when there's like a hidden room or something like that you can smash some pots or kind of work your way through?
There is some of this, some secrets in the game.
Now, also we've got to talk about the color palette and lighting. They've been widely praised by players in early access. Right? How did you approach making the game?
Ça va arriver, alors là il faut un long segment Prince of Persia.
That's a tough question.
That's a hard question.
I mean, I talked about the inspirations already, so these two, like the Persian miniatures and the French comic book, we tried to combine that into a unique look that when you see it as a thumbnail, you instantly recognize it, and it's almost as if it was taken out of a picture book. I mean, that was the objective. And we tried to embrace the graphical aspect of it and be very stylized.
It's like I see at any moment you look at it, it's like always bright and popping out. It's like a thumbnail.
Very colourful,
I've got to say though, for people who are hopping on for the first time, and we mentioned it a little bit earlier, but they're hopping on from, haven't played early access, and they're hopping on to Rogue Prince of Persia, what kind of experience can they expect to play? Because it's challenging, it's beautiful, it's vibrant, there's a lot more depth to the game.
Yeah, I think like expect to be challenged, but it's easy once you get it in your hands and you can feel like doing a wall run and swinging off a pole and diving down an enemy, like it is super satisfying. So just be prepared for like acrobatic combat, use all your moves, like we said in the deep dive trailer, like it's like playing a Jackie Chan movie. You're kicking someone, you're blocking something, and then you're jumping around everywhere, like just be prepared to have fun, I guess. Yeah, and just explore everywhere. Because there's always something to find.
Explore. That's always the thing I fail in doing. I'm always like trying to speed
run
everything.
J'ouvre la fenêtre parce qu'il fait un peu chaud.
But have you got any lot of things that you'd like people to keep an eye out for Rogue Prince of Persia?
I mean, go play the game now. It's out, so yeah, I mean,
go play it.
Yeah.
Have a great time.
Yeah, we'll definitely be doing it. But guys, thanks so much for joining us, Matthew and Dylan. Really appreciate it. I look forward to hopping on. And also a big thank you to the whole team at Ubisoft. You can start sharpening your platforming skills and scimitars right now. And remember, the Rogue Prince of Persia is available today. And in case you're buzzing for even more 2D fighting action, here comes a trailer that's a little less reflex and a little more tactical. Then we'll be back to check out all that's new in Grounded 2. Don't go anywhere. This is Xbox at Gamescom.
Ah, ça y est.
You asked for this. Back in your place.
This is but a squall before the storm of battle. Prepare yourselves at once.
Time to prove myself.
Alors j'ai pas vu le titre. C'est quoi? C'est les codes de Spark. Top, ne pas griller, félicitations à ta grand-mère pour l'investissement. C'est toujours bon de pas griller. Pour le petit délire, c'est ça.
On my honor. Good choice. This will suffice. Feel my wrath. Embrace inevitable end.
Pas griller du cappuccino. Ouais, puis avec du Nutella dessus. Oh, miam miam.
Bring sinners to account. Fight Roger.
Puis la fantasy tactique le 30 septembre sur Xbox, PS5, PS4, un peu partout. Ok. Ah, Indiana Jones. Et le cercle des géants, donc l'extension. Alors celui-là pour le coup j'ai fini le jeu et je ferai l'extension. Parce que le jeu j'ai adoré.
Fought on siege of Antioch, 1097 AD. Very tall, like a giant.
Madame Ranger elle a dû me faire lâcher la manette parce que...
Well, tell you what, let's see the helmet, I'll leave it exactly as I found it. Sound good?
C'était au mois de décembre. Ah, encore?
Giant guardians. The roots go way, way back. Worshipped by the Mithras cult.
I can't believe you dare to investigate this.
Les gardiens géants. Ah, là on est sur le culte de Minaro. On fera ça après.
Vivus. Always living. Not dead. He's not in a tomb.
Ah, j'ai trop hâte. Vous imaginez, vous avez Indiana Jones début septembre, il y a LIS, il y a Chronos. Il y a quand même un autre jeu que j'ai oublié. Wow. L'ordre des géants.
Well, you just caught the trailers for Final Fantasy Tactics and Indiana Jones and the Great Circle Order of Giants, which we'll be taking an even closer look at in a little bit of time. But now it's time to dive into a game that hits a little closer to home as we learn all about the big bosses bigger biomes, and brand new big buggies coming to a park near you in Grounded 2. We've got Chris Parker and Justin Vasquez here from Obsidian and Eidos to break it down into very small, teeny tiny parts. I mean, they say good things come in small packages, so thank you so much for helping me unwrap these presents today, guys. How are you today?
We're well, thank you for having us here. We're very excited to be here to talk about the game.
Yeah, doing great. Super excited to be here.
I'm honestly so excited to gush all about the fun I've been having in Grounded 2 since it launched now a month ago into early access. So I've been having a blast, but how's the experience been for you two?
It's been an incredible experience. We're so blessed to have such an amazing community around Grounded 2. Everyone just reacted so well to the announcement and the fact that the game was coming to them so quickly. And seeing the game in players' hands now, everything that they're doing with it, all the fun they're having with buggies, all the fun they're having in the park, all the different builds that they're making and breaking, and all the great feedback we're getting, it's just getting us super excited and really focus on how we can make the best Grounded 2 possible with our community.
I love that. Chris, have you been having a good time with it as well?
Yeah, I'm just so excited about how well it's been received, because you know, when you're making a game, you have this passion, you have this joy, you really want it to be something that the community is going to love, and they already love Grounded 1, right? So much passion there. And so until you get that into the player's hands, the community's hands, you just don't know exactly. You know, you can hope, but until they've actually sort of tasted that meal, you don't know how it's going to go. And so it went out there, people are super excited about it. They have tons of stuff to say and tons of great ideas, and we love that. And it's just been really exciting.
Amazing. Well, I've tasted it and I've really enjoyed it as well. We've been digging in a lot. It's been so much fun. And obviously you mentioned buggies, one of the big new additions in Grounded 2. And how has community feedback helped improve and expand that kind of area of the game for you guys?
That's a really good question. For us, the buggies were such an important feature to bring to life because it was the number one requested feature from Grounded 1. And so it was a big reason why we wanted to do a sequel in the first place, because we knew to do the buggies properly, we'd have to build the whole world from the ground up to support them and to really make them shine.
Wow, okay.
And so for us, it was a question of the balance of how much of this feature do we want to develop and solidify to make it a full experience and to really show the potential of the feature, but not go so far that we don't get the community's feedback. And so we feel like we found that balance with our Red Soldier and our Orb Weaver buggies, and now seeing how players are playing with them, what they're doing with it, and what they're asking for, not just for those buggies, but for future buggies, is really giving us a lot of clarity on where we want to bring the feature, how we want to fulfill its potential, and of course, what exciting new buggies we're going to be introducing in the future.
Yeah, there's so many aspects to buggies. Like Justin said, we kind of went for the minimum approach and said, let's see what the community has to say about these. We have all of our own ideas that we're like, these are great ideas, but let's see what the community says first, and then we can kind of hone in on that stuff and help them really guide the future of buggies, whether that be with customization or progression, or even what sort of new buggies we might introduce in the world.
And what's been really great is seeing everybody's feedback. A lot of it is very much in line with where we wanted to go.
All of it's been stuff that we've talked about.
Yeah.
Like, and it's great to see that, and especially, you know, we look at what the community feedback says, and our community guys like put it all together, and we count like what's been upvoted and what people are reacting to the most. And the things that they're reacting to the most are things that we're like, yes, that's what we want to do. This sounds great.
So not only does it confirm our belief that this feature has so much potential, it's really nice to see how aligned we are with our community, and it really feels like we're all one big team trying to make the best Grounded 2 together.
One big colony, that's so
I totally missed that.
My buggy is called Ant McPartlin. It's a Red Soldier ant. I haven't got to Orb Weaver just yet. We're taking our time. Which is a very UK insular joke. It's fine for you, but have you guys got any buggy names things that you're particularly proud of? Any good puns that you've heard?
I've got one up my sleeve. You, Chris?
Well, no. The favorite one that we always fight around the studio right now is Stinky. I don't know why. Yeah, when we start up a co-op game for the first time, everybody goes and like makes their buggy real quick together, and then whoever names their buggy Stinky first is the one that wins, basically.
I always call my aunt Antonio Banderas because you get the double ant pun there.
Double ant pun,
and also crazy. Just because I like to think of my red ant as this like charming, roguish ally that I'm like going on an adventure with. So
Love
Antonio
that.
Banderas.
That's beautiful. He's your own very real sidekick. That's beautiful. We have another first in Grounded 2 with our classes. So, I mean, we were chatting a little bit behind the scenes about, I've been loving the mage class personally, but what has been the most exciting developments from either seeing a lot of players get to grips with these classes or from the team themselves?
Quand ils présentent leur jeu comme
when
ça,
we
c'est un
set
peu
out
lourd.
developing archetypes, they were really about just helping players understand how do I best equip my character for whatever it is I'm trying to do today, right? You're not locked into being a mage for the whole game. You could be a mage one night and then switch over to a ranger or a rogue or whatever.
Pour les
you want to be a sword and board fighter, do that.
Mais pas,
let's have the interface
pas
help you out, help you sort of like min-max easily into that playstyle. To be perfectly honest, I thought this was just like a kind of a nice little quality of life add to the game. And the players love it. Like they think it's fantastic, and they want to know, hey, what are the next ones going to be? What equipment that's going to be added so that we can, further develop this particular archetype? And that's been really surprising, but also super encouraging and exciting for me, just to see that, people love this. Something that I thought was pretty small, something that actually IDOS actually championed in the first place, and everybody loves it. It's great. It's been really positive reception.
From our point of view, it felt like a natural extension of what Grounded was already doing, and what made Grounded special as a survival game was this really rich RPG fighting system. And to speak to what Chris is saying, that's also the shared DNA between Obsidian and Eidos Montreal, is that love for both RPG mechanics and progression and player choice. And so this felt like a natural extension of us working together, of us collaborating. And to see it in players' hands, not only them finding really cool ways to break the build and push them to really cool limits, like the dual wielding rogue that can, one-shot, even our biggest, toughest foes.
Yeah.
But on top of that, seeing them use the builds in really creative, unique ways that, like you said, speak to their play style. And you're not locked into anything. If you want to be a mage that whips out a sword and a board, you can do that. If you want to be a ranged who is still packing a mallet, you could do that as well. And so we really want the players to express themselves however they want, and we want to get their feedback so that we can find new ways to help them express themselves over the early access of this game.
Love that. I mean, with new classes, we've also got some new bugs as well in Grounded 2. How has that been for putting those into the game, implementing them, and how have the community received some of the new ones, like our new scorpions, our caterpillars, etc.? Are there any fan favorites that you've seen emerge?
I don't know about favorites, but I mean, I think all of them have been really well received, but like for different reasons, of course. So we've got a ton of feedback from folks who are like, man, the caterpillars are so sweet and they're beautiful, and I have to kill them. Why have you done that? Why have you ruined my life and packed my soul with this? And then, another example is this cockroaches, where they're like, I can't deal with cockroaches. Why have you put this in the game? And we're like, oh, well, we put it in there to be gross. That's why it's there. It's serving its purpose. But the reception to those has been really fun, very exciting.
Well.
And on the other side, what was nice for us is when we first started talking about, what creatures we wanted to bring to Grounded 2, I think it was universal. Everyone was like, we need something that is on the same level of terrifying as the wolf spider from Grounded 1. And the number one contender was the scorpion. And it was a huge request from the community for a long time. And being able to bring that to life, but in a way that does justice to it being this terrifying predator coming after you, and seeing all these reaction videos online of people in their camps being, hunted by the scorpion and popping out and them freaking out trying to hide. Like, this thing is coming after me. What do I do? It's so rewarding to be able to traumatize a whole new group of players in interesting ways.
Yeah, but you guys have a lot to answer for making me kill the sweet caterpillars and the butterflies, and then also the horrendous night terrors I've had for the scorpions. So yeah, we'll talk afterwards. But speaking of foes and new enemies, I hear we have a new boss to look forward to as well. So can you tell me what this new boss is and why you guys are excited for players to take it on?
Happy to. So our new boss is giant tarantula.
Oh my
named Axel, who has gotten loose in the park. And this is what we're calling our first park boss. And, in Grounded 1, there were these really cool backyard bosses. The brood mother, the mantis, and these were all, really giant, terrifying foes. And so we knew we wanted to keep up that tradition. Yeah, look at this thing. It's terrifying. We wanted to keep up that tradition, but because now you're riding buggies, what's giant and terrifying and monstrous has to scale in proportion to that. And so we really wanted to nail that, primal feature creature terrifying experience for players. And again, it was just the clear first choice for us was we have to bring that fantasy of the tarantula to life. And that's where Axel was born.
And then we had to look at scale. I mean, it is, I don't even know if you can tell from the footage we just showed how immensely huge this is. So the character in that footage is riding around on its own orb weaver spider, and the orb weaver looks teeny tiny compared to the tarantula because it's about 3 times bigger than a wolf spider, which is one of the largest creatures in Grounded 1.
And I think it's about 16 times bigger than the player, so it's pretty massive.
It's massive. It's absolutely huge, and we think players will have a lot of fun with it. It's got its own arena. It's got its own recipe and things that you've got to do in order to summon it and bring it in. But we think it's a pretty exciting boss.
Yeah, it looks huge and terrifying for sure. How did you guys land on the name Axel? That's so cute for one. I'm guessing it's a pet tarantula as well that someone just found. Oh no.
So one of the best things about our franchise is it's set in the 90s. This one's set in 1992, and so there's all this nostalgia around that era that means a lot to all of us. And Axel is actually a reference to Home Alone. In Home Alone, the older brother has a pet tarantula called Axel that gets loose. And so that's our little Easter egg.
Yeah. I love that. I love that it makes sense in the world of Grounded too, but also it's just a sick callback to real world movies and stuff.
There's a couple of more Home Alone references in the game, so around Axel, so I can't wait to see if the community catches them all.
Love it. Yeah. Well, let's get back to this big boss Axel, because I would love to hear some tips from you guys about taking him on. I'm terrified already, and I'm hoping I don't have to do it alone. But yeah, do you have any tips for players on taking them down?
Well, I mean, with basically any adventure in Grounded, you got to load up before, you got to prepare for whatever your adventure is going to be. You need to make sure you've got enough food and water and healing supplies. And then you're just going to have to go in and die a couple of times. That's basically what's going to have to happen. He's got a lot of special attacks that are really cool. You're just going to have kind of learn that sequence because there's also some stages to that boss fight as well. So once you've figured out the first one, you're going to have a couple of surprises for you. Figure out the second one, a couple of surprises for you. Hopefully it'll keep players entertained for a while. And when they finally beat it, there's a lot of goods on the horizon there. You can, with everything in Grounded, you ultimately murder it and then turn it into fashionable attire. And that's exactly what you
wear your trophies on your body.
Absolutely. Make weapons and armor with that, maybe some furniture, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
You want to upholster something with that, and that's exactly what you can do here.
My advice would be, whether you're playing single player or with your friends, to bring a friend. Go with your orb weaver buggy. Hey, if you want to take it on alone, go for it. Become the stuff of YouTube and Twitch legends. But if you want to, try to survive, bring your orb weaver buggy. It will come in handy immensely. The fight was designed with that in mind. and we had a lot of fun figuring out, okay, what makes fighting a giant creature on another giant creature a fun and unique experience. So we really hope that the players will get a kick out of the grounded style massive boss fight, but now on their own, impressive buggy mounts.
Nice. I can't wait to try it myself and die multiple times, no doubt. Very good. And Parker, you mentioned that there's some, obviously our favorite thing about Grounded is getting the loot. My favorite thing is going and analyzing everything, breaking it down. Can you tell us a little bit about the spoils that we can expect from the tarantula? Is there going to be some pieces in particular?
Absolutely. So a couple that spring to mind is there is an absolutely, as you would expect, massive bow that you can craft. It's sort of ridiculously large, but that's what makes it sort of charming, is that you made it out of the biggest creature that's been in the yard so far, so it is ridiculously large. You can make yourself a new fancy chest to adorn your base that holds a little bit more stuff, as I recall correctly. Correct. And is of course again fashioned out of axle pieces. You can even make yourself a cool little throne. There's all kinds of stuff you can do. So
that's the one that I'm most in love with, and I can't wait to see how the community reacts to that, because it is a significantly impressive throne for a significantly impressive boss.
Yeah, big Spider King throne. That sounds great. I can't wait to see it. I hope it's fuzzy as well. Yep. The colors on it look so sick. I mean, I'm imagining your guys' offices are kind of just. Do you just have tarantulas kind of lying around, or any bugs and stuff? That would be terrifying.
Our art director makes these massive, mood boards whenever we have a new insect. It's just like a wall of terrors. And we're like, okay, which of these is the most interesting terror to bring to life? And so when we were working on Axel, it was just all of these different tarantulas, and we're looking at them going, I didn't even know tarantulas came in those colors.
Yeah. Your dreams must be haunted, but no. Also, on top of the new boss and the new tarantula, I hear we've got a new biome on the horizon as well for winter. Could you tell me a little bit about what we can expect to explore there?
Absolutely. For our winter update, we're going to be introducing our first new biome in the park. It's our garden biome. And what's really exciting about it is that the park allows us to explore areas that are really a good mix of human-crafted, handcrafted areas, as well as the more natural, organic areas. And so the idea of a community garden was very appealing for exactly that reason. And so we get to see, our pumpkin patch, or a vegetable garden, or a greenhouse. These all feel very organic and very wild and very grounded, but have this new layer to it of, no, this was carefully cultivated by humans to be laid out in a specific way. And so that gives us the opportunity to do things from a level design and experience design wise that couldn't be done in Grounded 1, can only be done because of the park. Chris, did you want to?
Yeah, no, 100%. You pretty much nailed everything there. I'm just super excited about running around amongst giant pumpkins. The greenhouse gives us the opportunity to make a very humid environment, which is something that we have not had before. I think we have with the vegetable garden, we're doing some interesting things there that almost turn it into sort of like a hedge maze experience. There's a lot of things that we're doing that I think are really fun. And and this was all sort of planned in our heads, at least loosely, from the beginning, where let's nail all the foundational stuff with our first early access release and make sure that all of those pieces are there, and then we can do some more experimental stuff. And so when we get to, after we have the tarantula update in the fall, our winter update is going to be this first big one where we've got some new biomes, a lot of new stuff, new insects, of course, more equipment, all kinds of things on the horizon that we're really geeked up about.
Heck yeah, lots to look forward to there then. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Well, is there anything else that you want to share with us just now, right around the corner for Grounded 2, that we can look forward to?
Well, I think there's two things. If you look at a roadmap, you can see that with the garden biome, we'll be introducing our first new buggy, which is the ladybug.
Yay!
So we're very excited about that. We think she's going to bring something unique and fun to the players. And
on est vite en live et tous like bravo.
if the community
merci,
wants to get
c'est
excited
gentil.
about what it is that we're doing, the roadmap is a good place
Tout à
to
l'heure, on
go
est
check
monté à
out
12.
everything we have in mind. And we want to hear people's feedback. We want them to join us.
We want them to help sort of help mold what it is that we're planning to do right now. Like right now, we have a very loose idea of all the things that we think would be super exciting, that would be great to add into the game. But you know what? This is a journey that we want to take with the community. And so, our roadmap is our sharing. This is what we think right now. We want you to come now share with us what you think would be cool and exciting and great for Grounded 2.
I love that. I mean, I'm really excited to think of some new names, I guess, for this Ladybird mount as well. If you guys had to have one in real life, what do you think you would have for a real life buggy? A Red Soldier and the Orb Weaver, or the new Ladybird?
I would definitely take the Red Ant Soldier. The reason why is at least right now, it can kind of do everything, which is fantastic. It can harvest, it can build, it can fight, it goes really fast. It seems really cute when I pet it, even though it's terrifying.
So
like everything about it is like really great. Like Orb Weaver's cool too, but it's still maybe a little too terrifying for me.
Pour ceux qui arrivent, on est sur attends parole sur Grounded 2.
I'm still not down with that. We'll see as other ones come online. Maybe I'll change my mind.
I totally get the appeal of the Red Soldier, and it's got that like off-road ATV feel to it.
Je suis pas comme ça, ça court.
That dirt bike that you can kind of take out anywhere. But if I'm honest, right now I'm leaning towards the Ladybug. Maybe it's because it's new and exciting.
Moi j'attends qu'on soit bien.
Because as a player of Grounded 1, that was the one that I wanted to ride the most. And often would, just by jumping on it and letting me carry around. I fantasize about riding this wild creature around the backyard. And so being able to bring that to life in the park, not gonna lie, it's super satisfying. And so can't wait for the community to get that dream come true.
I bet. Oh well, I mean, we've spoken a lot about community, and it just feels like so clear. You guys are so synced up with them. You're listening to the players all the time, but how has both of your teams kind of created tools for players of Grounded 2 to be part of this collaboration? Or how can people watching at home kind of get involved with that, the feedback process too?
Yeah, I mean, we're up on pretty much every social media platform
tout ce que j'ai fait jusqu'à présent, voilà, je l'ai fait de moi-même tout seul.
Grounded Game is up on Discord, and we have a
puis
great
avec les
community up
intervenants
there.
qui sont venus sur la
That's
chaîne,
also one of the
etc.
places where it's
Voilà,
easiest for
c'est comme
people
ça
to
que ça
go
marche.
look at what does everybody else in the community say, and
Faut
go ahead
prendre
and
son temps, faut
upload
pas être pressé.
ideas and discuss those ideas
ça-
in great detail. And then
Voilà,
we have a
l'autorité,
great
elle viendra un
community
jour.
group of folks at Obsidian that go through everything. They respond
voilà.
to every single
game.
customer comment and note and whatever. We try and make sure that people know
Enfin,
that
c'est
we
du
are
plaisir avant
actually
tout,
listening
c'est
to
du
them.
divertissement,
We
on est
are
là pour
already
s'amuser.
weekly getting
On est là
together
pour,
amongst our
voilà,
teams and going
pour le
through all
jeu
of this
vidéo,
feedback and
avant
sorting it
tout,
out,
et
figuring
voilà.
out, hey, what is it
L'autre
that we
jour,
want
il y
to
a eu
do
un
in the next week?
indésirable de
What do
prendre
we
le
want to do
gameplay
in
de
the next
Rayman,
month?
j'ai
What
pas
is
compris,
something that we
mais
want
on
to try and do in 4 months?
Ouais, c'est
If
pas
we
grave,
don't want to do
Spock,
it,
t'inquiète.
let's talk to the community and see if there's something
Je l'ai
that's
remis à
like
sa
close
place.
to that sort of like makes sense or we can make work. So it's just a whole lot of things, and you know what? Props to the Grounded 1 team who built this community and allowed us to actually follow in their footsteps on this, because the community is on Grounded and Grounded 2 is just so supportive.
Après,
and
si
so
je dois avoir
great.
une notoriété sur
And, it's
YouTube, elle viendra
because
d'elle-même.
I think
Je vais pas
we
courir
try
après.
to interact with them constantly. We try to listen to
Ouais,
them.
c'est
We
ce
try and
que
make
je voulais
changes
dire,
that
en
they
fait.
want. And I think they appreciate that and are loved, and it's really something special. It's pretty cool.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That was something everyone at the team at Eidos Montreal saw right away, that the story of the success of Grounded was that this community wasn't just rooting for the game, they were rooting for the team as well, and the team wasn't just trying to make this game in a bubble, they really wanted to collaborate with this community, and it's that healthy bond between them, that interdependence between them, that resulted in an amazing game. And so of course we want to replicate that success.
Merci à vous, les amis.
Of course we want to replicate that feeling for the community, and of course we want to allow that to put us in a position to create the best version of Grounded 2 possible.
That's beautiful.
Parce qu'on donne rendez-vous à 19h30
I have
avec
some
Romu.
ideas that I'll have to tell you afterwards off stage.
50
but
jeux vont
write
être
them down
présentés.
yet and
Ouais,
be
c'est un
sure
game
to
show.
join that Discord as well to chat more Grounded. But honestly, Parker, Justin,
Sinon, on
thank
peut
you
parler
so
de
much. I've
Greypad
had just
avant.
a blast talking about
Pourquoi
Grounded
pas?
2, and I can't wait for all the new updates that we've got as well.
Des
Thank you.
prix sur la salopette orange de Rondeur.
You know, being able
C'est pas
to
une
just
salopette,
talk
c'est un
about the
maillot.
game and a situation like this is awesome.
Heck yeah.
Thank you so much.
No, thank
Ah,
you.
ça
I
y
mean,
est,
there's so
c'est
much more
fini.
to look forward to as Grounded 2 continues
On va
to
passer à
grow.
autre chose.
But for now, we go from the ground to the air to explore the biggest biome of all, Earth's atmospheric envelope. There's new places to go and new ways to get there, so let's set a course for Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. But on the way, we'll have a brief stopover on Star Sand Island.
Ah, Microsoft Simulator 2024. Là, c'est en ligne de Star Sand. C'est la fin. Ouais, il y a une deuxième partie demain. Faut pas l'oublier, il y a une deuxième conférence demain. Même la fille, ça se voit, elle en peut plus. Après la conf elle était pas mal, mais c'est trop de temps de parole en fait, c'est ça. Mais après c'est un broadcast hein, donc voilà. Le mec il joue de la guitare avec des autruches et des boutons. Quoi à la fin une blague lol. Ça sort sur le mode animal crossing. Eh ouais. En attendant le vrai Animal Crossing sur Switch 2. Le petit feu d'artifice. Au toboggan, la piscine, on boit un coup, bah, c'est pas encore l'heure de la lol, avec modération bien sûr. Star Sand Island 2026.
When you think of Microsoft Flight Simulator, you might picture soaring over iconic skylines or navigating through turbulent weather. But the sim is so much more than just a sightseeing. And here to tell us all about the latest updates is head of Microsoft Flight Simulator, Jörg Neumann.
J'espère qu'on parle même 20 minutes pour parler.
So great to see you, Maxi. It's great to be
back in
Cologne.
Comment tu vas?
And you always bring some delightful surprises when you're here in Cologne.
Ouais,
what does Microsoft Flight Simulator have in store for the fans here today and fans everywhere?
Yeah, I mean, Flight Simulator is a worldwide hobby, but Gamescom and Germany are actually critically important for us as a team. Because it's frankly the second biggest audience, and so we always try to prepare something special.
And that's music to my ears that Germany is so special. Why do you think that is?
I think it's the history in aviation. You know, Germany has been since the beginning. Otto Lilienthal, Fabian Graf Zeppelin, and Junkers made the first metal aircraft. Lufthansa is super influential in the world of aviation. So I think it's sort of in the water or in the air. You know, like Germany is the country with the most registered private planes, for example, in all of Europe. So there's a huge audience. Some of our longest fans are here, most dedicated. So we always try to bring something, and we brought two things today, and we made some trailers. So let's run the first trailer.
Update 12, Germany 2. Ah, c'est un update. Oui, pas pour les jours. Bah, à part la ROG Ally, la Indiana Jones. Sinon, le reste, bah, après ceux qui aiment Grounded 2, voilà. Prince of Persia, le Shadow Drop, ça c'était cool. C'était très cool. Et là, nous sommes sur Microsoft Flight Simulator. Ils ont pris le singe chez Astobro qui a un accent anglais pour éviter l'accent anglais. Ouais, pas faux. Bon, je me rappelle, pour ceux qui arrivent, rendez-vous ce soir à 19h30 pour le Future Game Show. On sera en direct, bien entendu. C'est vrai que c'est beau, Microsoft Flight Simulator, c'est vachement beau. Et ben voilà, Avalamno.
That was really beautiful.
Well done. Can you give me some context
about the update?
Yeah, I mean, one of the big dreams of flight simulation has always been to fly highly realistic planes over beautiful, detailed landscapes. And in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024, we actually got further than ever before. Our aircraft are very detailed, and what you just saw shows you how detailed we can get with the countryside. So what we do is we fly planes really low over the ground, like so over the country or over the cities, and we take millions of pictures and LiDAR, and out of that we construct three-dimensional cities. The resolution is 3 centimeters. And because Germany is so important, like we already had 25 cities. We had Hamburg and Berlin, of course, Munich, Cologne. And now we added 7 more with Bremen, and we're really wanting to fill out the country. And now we're at 32 cities. We're going to just keep going. And one day we'll have the entire country down to 3 centimeters, and you can find everything.
That's a big goal. I'm looking forward to that. And I remember when you added Munich, because that's my hometown, and the first thing I did was going up in the air, hovering over the street where I lived, which was really cool. But I know you have more today for us to share.
Yes, I'm super excited about this. We have our first German helicopter. It's called the Eurocopter EC-135, which is actually based on a German helicopter called Messerschmitt Bürger MBB 105. That one was built since the 60s, and it's been evolved and enhanced ever since. It's now one of the most sophisticated, most flown helicopters in the world. And it's famous for medical evacuation missions, search and rescue missions, and we partnered with a very large organization in Germany, and I'm happy to show another trailer.
Trailer. Nouveau trailer, Local Legion, Eurocopter de EC-135, voilà, l'hélicoptère allemand qui a été construit dans les années 60.
Pilot, we have an urgent report of an injured tourist at Neuschwanstein Castle.
Cleared for takeoff, helipad 1.
Let's go.
Pilote, nous avons un rapport urgent. Rendez-vous au château. Autorisation à décoller. Héliport 1. Go. Excellent. Allez-y, mon héros. Autorisation de décoller. Excellent. Tout le monde a envie d'en savoir plus sur l'Allemagne, c'est sûr. Bah ouais. Ouais, c'était court.
And now we are joined by Florian Brocksch, a real-world ADAC Air Rescue pilot. Florian, welcome to Cologne.
Florian
thank you for having
Brocksch.
So you are a real pilot. Can you tell us a little bit more about yourself and especially also the ADAC Air Rescue?
I started flying helicopters when I was 22 and became a search and rescue helicopter pilot for the ADAC Air Rescue in 2017. The ADAC, ADAC Luftrettung Air Rescue, provides handles up to 50,000 missions a year across 38 stations. I personally work on the station Christoph-Westfalen, where we fly 24 hours a day and handle approximately up to 8 missions per 24 hours and fly hundreds of kilometers throughout Germany, especially at night and the bordering countries.
Well, thank you so much that you took the time to come here today. And you actually tried out a little bit the Microsoft Flight Simulator rescue mission. How realistic was that for you as a pilot?
The EC-135 looks really great in the simulator. As far as for the realism of the mission, it's all about the team. It's not just the pilot. You always need the 4 of them, the pilot, the medic, the doctor and the hoist crew member, to complete a successful mission. Beyond that, the Microsoft Flight Simulator is a really great tool to provide pretty realistic pilot experiences.
And Jörg, how was it for you partnering with ADAC to make it as realistic as possible?
Yeah, it was great. I mean, so basically we had support from 3 pilots that helped us tweak the flight model and give us feedback. It was great to hear Florian's feedback earlier, and we liked it. So we had support from Airbus helicopters and from ADAC, and there we really watched a whole bunch of your missions when he actually saves lives, and that was great inspiration for us to do this mission and the challenge. Yeah, so we hope we got close.
Donc cet hélicoptère sert uniquement à sauver des vies.
When can fans fly the EC-135?
Right now. So
and also the mission and the city update?
All that, yeah. So the city update is available in Flight Simulator 2020 and 2024. And the mission and the EC-135 in Flight Simulator 2024 right now, and
la ville est disponible dans le simulateur de vol 2020.
That's what I like to hear. Thank you so much also for always bringing local content. Thank you so much, and also to your team, what you do for us and for humanity. So thank you so much. And now we're going on. Then that's not only what we are happening at Xbox at Gamescom, because we're just taking flight and we've already seen some really, really cool game updates and live demos. We also got a firm release date on the ROG Xbox Ally and Xbox Ally X, October 16th. And by my count, we still got more than a dozen games to cover today.
Chez Xbox en octobre.
Le 16 octobre. Yes! Definitely stick around if you're a fan of comic book brawlers, zombie apocalypses, or just free stuff. Because we've got more of all 3 coming on the other side of this never-before-seen trailer.
Alors. C'est excellent. Salut, t'es confiant, on a autre chose à voir que...
The world is changing, but one thing stays the same. Me. Tropico is the greatest country on earth, but guess what? It's about to get even better.
Ah, ça y est. ROG Ally doit sortir le 16 octobre.
Can it be
Là, je suis content.
Can
Pour une fois, j'avais encore raison.
Even bigger, even better than before?
Je démarre d'avoir toujours raison, je démarre. Ah, c'est Tropico. Attends. Ouais, c'est l'air d'être Tropico.
Pure, untouched potential, waiting for greatness. Imagine a Tropico like never before. The best Tropico in history. You're welcome. Oh, too vague? Patience, my dear
Tropico 7 2026 sur Xbox, PC, PS5, Steam. Tropico 7.
Pay attention.
Oh, ça m'a fait peur. Invincible versus je sais pas quoi du tout. Moi c'est pas encore fini. Moi ça se termine là, ça va être la fin.
Omni-Man is such a powerful character, even compared to other Viltrumites.
We just wanted to capture his brutality.
His brutal fight style is very evident.
There's no frills in his gameplay. He doesn't have wasted motion. He doesn't quip unnecessarily.
It just conveys the strength of all the years that he has spent fighting as a Viltrumite.
What we wanted to do was give him techniques, give him moves that are powerful, that deal lots of damage. It should feel like a bit of an uphill battle to fight this guy.
I think we just wanted Omni-Man to be really strong and badass and fun to play.
Oh.
What drives the story of Invincible sort of as a property forward is that father-son relationship between Mark and Omni-Man.
A lot of that comes through with unique voice lines like intros and outros.
I looked up to you my whole life, but you're just a lying piece of shit.
Your life is the blink of an eye to a Viltrumite. You barely know me.
It's that father-son dynamic where they still love and care for each other, but they are at odds with their morality.
I also love his moment where he's considering killing his only son and reconsiders and flies away. You've got those two sides of Omni-Man where he's just brutal, a mind of steel, and this superhuman side of him.
His brutal style of fighting is so evident in all his
Par contre, on n'a pas eu le prix des machines. Je pense
Omni-Man
qu'on
is
l'aura
one of our
ça demain.
balanced characters. So he actually has an anti-air. He's got like this uppercut style move.
He's got a projectile, like where he claps his hands and a big wave comes out.
That's called the thum, and then like when you boost it, it's called the kuthum.
We're pulling from when he fights Cecil.
We have this move where he like comes flying from above and he slams your head into the floor repeatedly.
I love the way he just crushes.
And it just feels really, really good. Especially when you boost it. He does the overhead and he follows it up with like a series of just smashes where he just blasts them into the ground.
It feels very Omni-Man. It's just satisfying.
There's this one move where he does this like trio of hits and he says, "Not even trying yet." Probably isn't trying, and that's terrifying.
We're pulling directly from the show as well, from when he's beating Mark.
Alors il y a une annonce qui était faite, c'est qu'il y a une collaboration avec. Je suis en train de lire le chat d'Xbox France, c'est une collaboration avec Helldivers et Halo.
I think that really sells Omni-Man, who he is.
Definitely check out his ultimate.
Donc collaboration.
It's called the Destroyer of Worlds. And there's a sequence during the Flaxen fight where he takes the opposing general to this homeworld and just utterly destroys it. So he sees him holding the general's body, blasting through a series of buildings. But there was also another beat that happened at the end of that sequence which shows him holding this mountain over their scientists. It's that whole sequence all smashed together and it's fucking epic.
Listen to me. You don't seem to understand. This battle isn't yours to win.
That's cool.
That's just cool.
I would put him as an anchor, the last character on a team. He's got great ways to spin meter, take advantage of these moves that he has that work well on their own, that are also somewhat risky.
Obviously, we gave him some really powerful moves that are really cheap and players are going to enjoy using them, but they have a drawback. They are punishable on block, for example. We gave him incredible air mobility, so he's really fast, he can close the distance really fast, but it's a little bit more of a technical thing that you have to learn to do.
I definitely recommend playing as him.
Really excited for people to be able to get their hands on Omni-Man and really feel powerful.
I think that he is going to be beating the crap out of people.
He's zipping around, he's punching people, boom, boom, you're done.
Now I've
Encore un moustache, je vous dis, c'est à la mode. Bah ouais, je pense que 2026.
Well, we know it looks stylish and it aims to stay very true to the characters, but you know what? The only real way to get to know a new fighter is by feel. And here to help us do just that are the game's executive producer, Mike Willett, and combat designer, Rip Parbu. Let's get hands-on with Invincible Versus. Thanks so much for joining us, guys.
Thanks for having us.
How you doing?
Yeah, it's been great. No, it's been fantastic. Yeah, I mean, you go back to EVO, and EVO was just absolutely amazing. We had a fantastic showing. It's our first time having people publicly touch the game, so I think that EVO was just a really great show overall. We also got to unveil creator mode there, so the blood and gore is not going to be as crazy if you guys try to put it on YouTube or something, though you won't get demonetized. We also had a motion inputs revealed there, so a lot of good feedback from the community that we've taken and put back into the game.
Yeah, no, like you were saying, you've been like the Quarter Up team have been so busy all summer revealing characters, and at EVO, we got that first look at Omni-Man.
Exactly.
Right? How's the player reception been so far?
Yeah, the reception at EVO for Omni-Man has been crazy, right?
Yeah, like being on that stage, revealing that trailer, and then just feeling the energy come back to you, it was like awe-inspiring, and be able to take that back to the team. Everyone's super pumped up, so we're jacked to show everybody more.
Hell yeah! I mean, as someone who's like super into the comics, read them all, been watching the show, like we're both really excited to get some fresh gameplay, and we've obviously got Omni-Man as well. So, if you feel ready to it, we'd like to see some of that gameplay. But before we do that, is there anything else we should know about him before we try to beat him?
Yes, the absolutely worst kept secret ever, but I'm going to reveal it officially now. J.K. Simmons has returned as Omni-Man.
Oh, let's go. It's an amazing cast. It kind of makes me want to have some yellow M&Ms, you know? Yeah. I'm in the mood for that. Well, shall we play?
Show me what you've got, devs.
Oh, yeah.
Ouais, bonjour au jeu.
Nice little voice line. That's amazing. Sounds like the scariest challenge I've ever heard.
Yeah, I don't know if you sent me the whole heaven. Look at it split. All right, so we've got the lineups here. What's a little bit different about Invincible Versus is that it's a triple tag team fighter. So can you break down why is it important to sort of pick so many different characters within your setup?
So a tag battle fighting game, so your kit basically is represented by 3 different characters, and characters have a variety of different styles, so you construct the kit to your style of play. It's like, I want to play like a long-range game, or I want to play something more intimate and really bully people into a corner. There's something for everybody, and then there's like your fan favorites, and then there's like some more obscure characters that you don't know much about, but might have really cool tools and some awesome gameplay that you want to dive into, like say like Thula or Bulletproof.
Yeah, the other thing, of course, you know, you go back to the IP, there's a lot of teams already built in there, right? You've got Team, you've got Guardians of the Globe, you've got the Viltrumite, so it kind of lends itself to a team format, I think.
Nice. Well, let's see some gameplay then.
So let's walk everybody through like special moves, like really represent his kit.
Okay. Yeah, so this right here, this is his ground pound. This is an overhead attack. If you boost it, it's gonna be multiple hits, and if you're fast enough, you can actually pick up a combo, which is gonna be pretty hard for right now. I'll try one more time. Yeah, there you go. All right.
Wow. Are you gonna take that? Come on.
Yeah, why not? First try.
Oh, I gotta get him off me with an assist.
So this is the ground pound, right? This overhead, really fast attack, really hard to stop, also available from the air. He also has this projectile right here. This is called a Zoom.
There you go.
Yeah, fresh character for you. If we go over to the corner and I boost this version of it, it's actually going to, I have no boost meter. Give me like 5 seconds.
Tag out, show him how fast boost meter returns.
Yeah, you can see up there the yellow bar in the middle there. You can see regen really quick now. So when you tag out, that's how you accentuate your recovery for that boost meter. So right now, the boosted Zoom right here, that actually can give a wall splash. I can get a combo if I was better at the game.
There you go.
There we go.
You're doing great.
I'm doing fantastic so far.
You're winning as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, so that was like 2 of his specials. We got one more though. It's the rising uppercut. This here is a traditional like DP kind of input that you would expect from fighting game, right? It's got some invincibility on it. If you boost this one, it's got multiple hits and armor.
Sorry, I had to tag out.
Your reactions are fantastic. That was right on the nose.
I'm so fast at this game. Reflexes. All right, show him now.
Rising uppercut. And you can do another uppercut after it. Yes. Why not?
Yes.
One thing I'm noticing as well is that on screen there's lots of like really easy cues to understand. It's like character, it's like yellow flashes, blue flashes. Can you tell us a bit what those are?
So Omni-Man is really fantastic because he's a character that is a balanced character that can apply tons of pressure and super brutal in what he does. So he has the mobility of a character like Invincible. So he's got a lot of mobility with dashing and movement, but he also has like those armor moves that Rip demonstrated. So he can play a bit of a bully game on your team. He's really good as an anchor or a point character. So he has the projectiles that, like, if I want to play at mid-range, I have armored moves so I can bully you, push you into a corner, and then he's got the mobility to just try to mix you up and like cross over, start calling an assist, to just try to apply as much pressure as possible.
And anytime you see a character turn blue in this game, that means they have armor on him. So you'll see here on his standing medium punch, he turns blue there, he's got armor. Crouching medium, the same thing, he's got armor. This move does not have armor. I was curious about it. But yeah,
there you go.
Why don't you demonstrate, before you kill me, why don't you demonstrate his ultimate? Yeah, his ultimate. So.
Sure.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my. It's just like flown him through a building.
A couple buildings, a couple, part of the city, missing some limbs there.
You know what? I can't wait to see all the TikToks that are like, oh, welcome to a jet to holiday. Like flying through a building.
Oh my God, it's
so it's more accurate. So go back to the show, watch when Omni-Man goes to take care of business with the Flaxes.
Yeah, I mean, I did want to ask, you mentioned about the Armored Fighters, and I definitely want to know more about that, but we've obviously seen Omni-Man in Mortal Kombat before, so we've seen him, we've kind of gotten familiar with his moveset in that game. How is he different in Invincible Versus?
So it's really about being part of like a tag system and how they're integrated in their role in that system. So the flexibility of the character, like how you basically it's the role of the character in the concept of a team. Like where you use Omni-Man's assist, especially like every character has 3 different assists. You have a forward assist, a back assist, and then one that's when you're actively in a combo or in a block string. And it's about how you utilize that, and some of them are really good at like, basically like, oh, you're coming in and he's got like an anti-air assist that basically comes out and does that rising uppercut. So you're trying to control space in front of you and work out like how in the footsie game you're going to engage, or you're setting stuff up with your other attacks. So right now we've entered sudden death, which is a little bit different. And so as you can see, timer is expired and our point characters have absorbed all the resources of our assists. And now we're bleeding out. And the only way to stop the bleeding is by attacking your opponent.
You should ult.
And I'm gonna ult.
I really want to see that happen to me.
Oh my God.
Time ran out.
Time ran out. I missed, but he was super low in health. Time expired. He lost his head.
God,
I was about to say that.
System.
I was like, oh, I was just expecting him just to kind of fall over. Our times ran out. No, his head exploded. That is brutal.
All right, so we've got the team makeup here. Are you guys making like? Are you making specific decisions on who you're picking for like a good balanced team, or can you sort of weigh it a bit heavier one way if that's more your preference?
So like if you look at my team, I've got Omni-Man, I've got Battle Beast, and I've got Rex, right? So Omni-Man and Battle Beast are both armored characters that can kind of just push through the opponent's attacks. But I've also got Rex in there, so I can play some keep away, some projectiles, just keep people away from me.
Well, let's see if it works out as a good strategy.
En fait, je coupe la caméra, mais je suis là. Regarde, tu vois.
Our tag system uses an active tag system. And we basically let you tag off of almost any encounter, whether it's a defensive move like heroic strike, like perform right here, rip.
And I can tag off of that, go into a full combo.
Oh, it's so slick.
And then off of a throw.
Tu aurais peut-être la rigolade en gâteau le 17 octobre vu qu'on connaît pas le... Ah, peut-être.
About like team composition with the thing. How does like an armored character like Omni-Man like contribute to his team? Like what's like is that anchor, is that role?
So a lot of times what you're going to do is, for certain characters, you're going to want to bait out moves, or I'm going to use Omni-Man's, let's see, he's available. I'm going to use some of his like projectiles to work my way into the character. Or if I think you're jumping in on me, I use Tulits there.
That was pretty slick though.
You see, I have Omni-Man who can come in, kind of like control this space in front of me with like a DP, and really make it tough for someone to like have their approach.
Yeah, so I can like be zoning with this projectile right here, and if he tries to jump in, I've got this Omni-Man assist.
Alors, du cappuccino est dépassé carrément.
So sick.
So combination between like kind of range attacks and then kind of those assists is key.
Yeah, really cool. I did notice straight away though, you're right about his dashing. That seems like really rapid, especially like the down dash, because it seems like most other characters, they just fall. Yes, he's got much more control, right?
Exactly. He's got like a triangle jump, that's what we call that. So it's like he can actually go down forward and he can travel really far. Like characters have different types of dash in the game. Eve can actually air dash upwards in diagonals as well, so she's got a full 8-way dash. But Omni-Man is downwards or forwards in the air. But his distance is a little bit farther and faster than other characters, right? So that helps you close in. If somebody's throwing a projectile, you can just kind of air dash over it and come to the punch like that. So really versatile character.
Something I'm also loving watching this gameplay as well is just like how much more like battered each of them become throughout the kind of like there's the blood and kind of how they seem to wear down throughout the match.
Oh my word.
You know, why don't you demonstrate an arena shift? I think it'd be really interesting for people, and he's got a different way to get into it.
Yeah, so if I do this kind of a stun, you see that crumple state? If you get someone to a crumple state, you can do a snapback attack, and it'll cause this arena shift. After this arena shift, you lock out their assist for 10 seconds, and you have unlimited boost. So right now, like you see my boost meter, it's just regenning while I'm doing this, right?
And I have no access to my assist characters for like 10 seconds, so I should be paying attention and running away right now.
Yeah, but just for demonstration purposes, you know? You get the idea.
Yeah.
If you were to get a KO on them while they're in that shifted arena, would that just end the game? Would they still get to tag back in if they have someone available elsewhere?
Once that timer expires, I can get my character back.
Right.
Yeah, but not during the transition.
But not during the transition.
Gotcha.
So I have 10 seconds to, you know, hold it down and pray my defense.
C'est sûr, après là, j'ai pas envie d'allumer des jeux de la con.
A lot of like navigation.
Ah si, moi, après
and basically trying to land a hit myself.
I want to see some of these more. These
and then he caught me with it.
Oh yes.
I had a fan favorite. This is fan favorite.
Rex is such a great character.
Oh my.
Peggy 18.
Oh yeah.
Peggy 18.
I think they got that now.
That is amazing.
Oh my goodness. I like that there is like that subtle suit difference as well. Well, you're both playing as Omni-Man right now. Yeah. Okay.
Ooh. And I wasn't paying attention there. I probably had an opportunity to see if he dashed out of the way. Oh, he got out of the way.
You got that? That was pretty sneaky.
You gotta be quick.
So Omni-Man's ult, you can get out of the way if you just can't panic, and you have to like.
We should have mentioned it is unblockable.
It is unblockable, but you
But if
can.
they miss,
you have to dash out of it.
You have to dash out of the way.
Nice.
And it does cost 3 meters to do any ult, and you have to do them from the ground. Supers can be on the ground, can be in the air, but ultimate moves, you have to take your opponent back down to the ground.
Well, I think we got enough time to maybe do one more fight. Should we make this run a proper fight?
Proper
all the
fight.
bragging rights. I want to see both of you peak performance.
Peak performance?
Yeah. Peak performance, come on.
There's no way I can lose with this team.
All right, I'm back in Rip.
Have you got the method? Wait, you're back in Rip?
I'm back in Rip
I
now.
got Mike.
You never know.
You got Mike, yeah.
All right, I believe.
Who did you pick?
Who do you think I picked?
Omni-Man?
Yeah,
come on.
Had a feeling.
What we're here for.
I got the Viltrum Empire represented here.
Also, just one small little detail as well. You mentioned earlier is on the top of the screen. There's a cool little UI, so you can tell exactly what side of the screen you're on, right?
So right underneath the timer, there's a P1, P2 caret, and that basically said, like when we cross up at any time, like that'll change position. So now you can see, oh, I'm on the P1 side.
J'arrive, je vais chercher un petit café, les gars, j'arrive.
And that's an assist break.
Je laisse tourner le stream, mais je vais chercher un petit café. J'arrive.
Rip, I feel like you should just let Mike just showcase a couple moves.
No, thanks.
No.
You asked for a real match.
Yeah.
This is your doing.
Hey. You saw how I used that Omni-Man assist.
Oh, I didn't even see you tag, brother. I was taking
come back.
I was in the middle of a sentence. Get off.
Oh, he counterattack. I was going to try to come in with a heavy, but...
Thula's really sick. I love it.
No.
I really want to see Battle Beast Ultimate, but at the same time I don't, because he's on Rip's team.
What did you hit?
Come on.
Come on. Oh, we're good.
Oh, what am I doing?
This is so tense.
Dang it.
Come on, Mike.
Jumped right into it. Well, see, I'm in bad shape right now because I'm all out of boost. And while I was talking, I wasn't paying attention. I should have done a counter.
Yeah, now I'm going to tag back in to get you back in.
Swap out, right? If you get a chance.
Oh.
Yes, you
what?
get a chance.
Oh my word.
Goodness. I got a push block.
Huge blocking.
I don't have anybody else. I got him.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I got
Omni-Man.
Scumbag.
Oh, I dropped it though.
Sorry, I got scared.
So sick. Please.
Oh, this is okay. All right.
Oh man, this is tense.
This is actually really, really close.
I love it.
Where's I have no meter? Oh!
Voilà, je suis là.
You gotta hold that.
Oh, it's over, surely.
No, we're good.
No.
Nope, break those.
Just hanging in there.
That was actually so close.
Where? Why?
Oh no.
Dude, you're like beating the snot out of me. Get off me.
Oh, we had those.
We had those.
Come on.
Et ils disent dans le chat que la conférence va finir dans 6 jours. Lol.
All right, Pubsy, make it this close.
I know
it. This is crazy.
That's a punish.
Oh no, that's surely.
That's.
C'est vrai, c'est un peu long. D'accord.
Great blocks. Hang in there.
Oh, nope.
I really want to see Battle Beast ult.
Come on, Mark.
We're starting to tighten up. We're starting to tighten up. Come on. Oh, he can pick up from there.
Yeah.
I have nothing to break. Let's see if he's going to go for it. He did. Damn. He did. He got greedy. Oh,
I get in here. Get out.
No.
Oh no.
Oh God.
Oh my God.
That was pretty good. That was pretty disastrous.
En même temps, j'ai été voir Tiki Tak.
Yes, I did.
Ça va, ils sont sageux, les enfants.
Oh, that's dead.
Ils sont en train de regarder leur père.
Redemption Reaver right here. You saw it.
I'm never going back to Evo. Can't show my face. It's over.
Well, amazing stuff there from Quarter.
Salut,
I
Fixo, comment
just
tu
cannot
vas?
wait to get my hands on the game and start learning the ropes.
Double overkill though?
That was nuts. Thank you so much, Mike. Thank you so much, Rip, for showing us what Omni-Man brings to the battle. And you guys, don't forget to wish list Invincible versus today.
That was amazing, honestly. Thank you. And of course,
Ils ont
after you're
fini
done
leur jeu.
tearing your family apart, just like you've witnessed on the Gamescom stage, you couldn't be blamed for needing a breather. So we're going to run back a couple trailers. Then we'll talk LEGO Voyagers, Dying Light the Beast, chat with Tim Schafer about the latest from Double Fine later in the day, and we'll also show off more great games as the Xbox Gamescom 2025 broadcast continues. And it must be said, a lot of the games you've seen so far are Xbox Play Anywhere. We've got plenty more coming. Make like someone who doesn't have an Xbox Ally yet and stay put. Now, Ninja Gaiden 4.
Ouais. Ninja Gaiden 4. Ah, c'est pas encore la fin. Ah voilà. Voilà du jeu. Ah, c'est bon ça. Pas comme toi, vous avez... Moi je comprends. Ah, c'est beau. Moi je suis du les jeux. Platinum Games.
How are you one? Hayabusa.
Expect heavy resistance from the BDO. We're all counting on you, Yakumo.
Bon, on va durer 2 heures la con. Voilà, ça c'est ce qu'on veut voir. Ça c'est mieux.
Stop this madness. Stay away from the Dark Dragon Seal. Go back home to your little raven nest.
Ils vont donner une date de sortie.
Or die here. If you truly think you have what it takes to slay the Dark Dragon, prove it.
The very fiend that resurrected the Dark Dragon years
On est déjà qu'il y a 4, il faudra accepter le côté du touriste, j'espère qu'il n'y a pas des environnements de type entrepôt. Ah ouais, ça. Faudra l'accepter. Hein. Attends, il n'y aura pas le choix. Enfin, pour ceux qui aiment la licence. Ninja Gaiden 4. 21 octobre, ben voilà. Et j'ai pas vu c'était sur quoi. Ah, il va y avoir du jeu au mois d'octobre. Bon. Vous avez vu tous les sorties? C'est un truc de fou. Voilà, on est sur un jeu de cuisine dans une caravane. Dans une caravane, dans un camping-car. Là, il est en train de construire sa véranda. Ah non, c'est une maison. Autant pour moi. Ah si, c'est un camping-car. Là, il faut un peu de camp. Ils sont sur la plage. Voilà. Petit coucher de soleil. Outbound 2026.
So now that you're good and chilled out, get excited again immediately because we've got a sweet giveaway to get to. This year marks a big anniversary for CD Projekt Red and The Witcher 3: The Wild Hunt. So to celebrate, we're giving away 4 very cool controllers. If you're watching on Twitch, follow the directions you see on screen to enter for your chance to win. And you too can become a monster slayer with the Witcher 3 10th anniversary special edition controllers and celebrate the lasting legacy of the Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. These will include 3 elite controllers and 1 standard controller. The giveaway closes at the end of the show and winners will be contacted on Twitch. But these wonderful controllers aren't the only way to celebrate 10 years of The Witcher 3. The Witcher in Concert kicks off its grand world tour with an incredible immersive performance of live music and memories tonight here at Gamescom. And fans can now buy tickets for dozens of stops around the globe at thewitcher.com/concert. But for now, our broadcast continues with a good long look at LEGO Voyagers. Over to you, Charlie.
LEGO has been busy reinventing itself for, the last decade or so, and guess what? It isn't done yet. LEGO Voyagers looks to be an all-new concept for the brand, inviting 2 players to team up on a journey that fosters cooperation, creativity, and even giving space. So let's snap in and learn a whole lot more from my gracious guests, creative director Carsten Lund, design lead Jonas Haugesson, and tech lead Casper. Thank you so much for joining me, guys. It's lovely to meet you and talk about LEGO Voyagers. But Carsten, I'm going to come to you first. I want to know a little bit about yourselves, your studio, and how Little Brick works.
Yeah, Lightbrick is a small independent studio based in Copenhagen, Denmark.
Yep.
And we've dedicated our creative lives to exploring the Lego brick in many different ways. Our first game was called Lego Builder's Journey, and that was about building with bricks. So that was the start of the show, reconfiguring the level in ways. And This second one, we wanted to take it a step further. We want to go a little bit deeper to actually focus on being a brick. So Lego Voyages is about being a Lego brick.
Yeah, and you say getting up close, Paul. Are you like in the studios just like really looking at the bricks going, I don't like this one, that one's shifty?
We do look a lot at bricks.
Yeah,
so
perfect.
we're inspired by the bricks and the shapes, and we have a lot of bricks in the
En même
studio.
temps, ça,
and cool stuff, obviously, but this is digital, right?
ça fait que c'est
the most
long en fait.
important thing is that it feels
C'est
intuitive and good to play.
Absolutely, yeah. Well, it's the iconic snap, as I said in the intro, in real life. So you need to try and match that feeling and that aesthetic in the game. And I'm sure we'll go on to talk about it. But I wanted to know, Carsten, also for you as well, tell us a little bit more about the game. So how we've translated that tactile feel of Lego into Voyages itself. What's it about, and what makes it distinct from other Lego games we've seen in the past?
Lego Voyages is it's a co-op game, so it has to be played by 2 players.
It has to be played by 2 players. Interesting. Okay.
And it's a platformer, first and foremost, and then it's a puzzle game on top of that. So a puzzle platformer where you navigate the environment with your little brick, and you have to solve different challenges along the way and build and have fun. Yeah, so that's basically the game.
Wonderful. Oh, and so we're looking a bit at it now. So can you set the scene of what we're looking at? We're playing as the red and the blue bricks, right? Do they have any other names, or is it just red and blue?
We just call them red and blue. You can name them any way you like. Yeah, this is sort of the beginning of the game. We're playing around, trying to learn how to navigate the environment and attaching to the little...
that was so nice as well, that little snap-on that it does.
Ça, Lego course.
This is sort of part of the introduction and smoothing easing players into the experience and learning how to actually navigate. It's a little bit different. I mean, actually navigating with a single brick and all its capabilities is something nobody's tried before, right? And so it takes a little bit of getting used to, but it's so intuitive once you get the hang of it.
Yeah, can you talk more about the capabilities that you've mentioned? Because at the moment I'm seeing a 1x1 brick, and what kind of stuff can you actually achieve as a 1x1 brick?
These bricks, obviously, they can tumble around like bricks do.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we've all stood on a Lego brick. We know what it's like to see them tumbling around.
Exactly. So we needed to make the game physics-based, right?
Yep.
So you actually navigate around as a physical Lego brick will do. And then obviously a brick can attach to things and other interesting things.
Yeah? Oh, you're not going to give me any more than that, are you?
Maybe later.
Right, I see you. Jonas, we're going to come to you now because I'm not getting anything out of you anymore. I want to speak a little bit more about that cooperation and the collaboration that we spoke about before, it naturally having to be a 2-player game. So how and why is that key to this experience? And how does building something actually work in LEGO Voyages?
Well, as a Lego brick, of course, we thought it obvious that you should be able to connect to other bricks. So
naturally, yeah.
That started, basically. So being able to connect to other bricks should also mean that you have to build contraptions with these Lego bricks.
Oh, okay.
Of course, you can roll around with all these bricks,
jeu
a tower.
Oh, really?
Petite balade.
But you also have to overcome some challenges.
Here. Oh, amazing.
Exactly. You also have challenges where you have to be a little more precise with what you're
doing. Par contre, le Lego,
so we made a
certaines.
specific mode for this. We call it building mode.
Okay.
You can see it here where small figures
c'est un jeu à faire avec le rendre libre. Ouais, tout à fait joli.
Movement, so it's a little more deliberate about your brick placement.
Ça a l'air d'être marrant.
So we're watching them build a bridge here. Does physics come into play here? Is there a bit where you maybe build too crazy one way and they fall apart, or is it just naturally very easy going? You don't have to worry about physics and that.
Physics is in everything in this game, basically. So, I mean, even when you're in build mode, you're still a physical entity. You might be able to push the other player off the edge or stuff like that.
So you can be a little bit rude with a co-op then. It's not always good vibes.
Yes. And we have catapults, catapult building, where you have to propel the other player from the contraption you've built.
So it's not all building bridges, it's literally flinging each other as well.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, fantastic.
I like that, you can see it actually.
Yeah.
Is this the...
This is the
so that one's not quite so good, huh?
Exactly, and then you have to rebuild it, extend it.
Oh, I see. So the puzzle here isn't trying to get more firepower, it's actually making the catapult slightly larger.
Yeah.
And then how much of the environment are you able to pick up? Is it quite obvious which elements you can pick up and move around, or is it open to your interpretation and everything can go?
We playtested it a lot. I don't think we've seen anyone being surprised that something is loose, something is like fixed. But every stud you see in the environment is connectable.
C'est excellent, donc le password, il y a des chances.
Good stuff. So Carson, we're going to go back to you here. While we're all working together and unleashing our creativity, is there going to be a story for us to follow as well, or is it just a series of random puzzles that we're going to enjoy?
There is a story, yes, there is.
Va falloir libérer sa créativité.
Like in Builder's Journey, we like to sort of, it's a non-verbal story, right? So we don't have any words. You have to sort of be part of interpreting a little bit. It's a story about friendship. It's a story about two little bricks that are friends that their only dream in life is to become astronauts.
Oh, that's gorgeous.
A lot of bricks dream of that, actually.
Are them by themselves being astronaut or being part of a larger spaceship that gets sent off in space?
Being part of a spaceship model. Yeah, so we follow them in this game. They watch these test launches and one of the spaceship crashes and they actually find a little cockpit that is still wiggling and alive. And their mission, they make it their mission to try and save him and send him back to space.
Beautiful.
And in that journey, a lot of stuff is going to happen to them. And then there's a little bit of a narrative of friendship, and when you share a common dream, sometimes you grow a little bit apart, and sometimes you have to find different ways of being connected. No pun intended.
Of course.
So we ask an open question about friendship, and hopefully players will finish this game and think about their friends and how they actually connect and how they stay friends.
Yeah, and with the storytelling, you've mentioned that there isn't nothing verbal going on from the main characters. How is that told by the story? Do you meet other characters that talk, or is it purely environmental storytelling and heartstrings music throughout?
Music is a very important factor.
Yeah.
And we have the same composer as in Builder's Journey, Henrik Lindstrand, composing.
Oh, wonderful. They smashed it the first time, bring them back.
Exactly, and he's been very meticulous about the scenes in the game and the emotions and the characters, so he's doing motifs that sort of tell a story along the way, and so that's a very important part of the storytelling.
Yeah.
And then obviously the environmental storytelling, all of the objects and all the encounters, you can slowly unravel what's going to happen, right? Until you understand the full story.
Amazing. Is there like an onboarding experience for co-op partners? Maybe Casper, you could help me out with this one. Like we talk co-op. How does that work? How do the players work together against each other, etc. throughout the game?
It's a co-op experience, and we have to help each other and teamwork, collaborate, and build these bridges and face these challenges throughout the way. So, as you can see here, you can also just spend some time to just play around.
Have some fun, yeah.
Have some fun. You can make up games where you have to compete, but otherwise it's a collaborative experience.
Oh, so there is a competitive element to it in there, but mostly based on the gamers.
Mostly based on the gamers.
I see. Did you see much of that in the playtesting, Jonas, that you mentioned?
So much. I mean, we have an infamous spot where you can flip the other player into the water.
Okay.
We've seen like players spending minutes, very long time, just flipping each other into the water. But the thing is, when you flip the other player into the water 5 times, you also have to get through the same thing. And
oh, I see.
The other player can get the
okay, and then it's their turn.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Wonderful. And with co-op being such a focus in the game, was that inspired by your own personal play with Lego, or was it something you just knew you wanted to make a co-op game, and that's where Lego came in perfectly?
I think we've seen with Builder's Journey, I think we've seen players want to play games together, right? Even though single-player games, they sit, they talk, they engage, right? So we wanted to make something that was playable together from the very get-go, right? And then we just love co-op games, and this whole idea of playing and being creative is just so much more fun when you're doing it together with a friend, right?
Yeah,
so,
I totally agree.
Yeah.
And it's nice to see more couch co-op games come through in recent years as well. There's been some very successful, highly applauded one recently. So it's lovely to see that story keep going. So Carsten, question for you. This all looks really lovely, naturally. So the question you probably knew was going to be coming from me, which is, when are we actually going to get our hands on the game?
Very soon. Very, very soon. I think if you're here on Gamescom, you can just go to booth 8, the Lego stand, and try a demo of the game.
Just over there, in case anyone's watching, wondering where the map is, it's through that door.
But if you are not here, you will have to wait till September 15th, which is not very long.
Not that far at all. It's a couple of weeks, really.
Exactly. That's when the game will be out. So.
Beautiful. Is there anywhere else we can look to find more information on LEGO Voyages before it comes out? I don't know if you've got any more news on the way you need to talk about before it launches.
I think there's a website, legovoyages.com, and that'll direct you.
J'essaie de voir quelque part si on voit la durée.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much for joining me, Lightbrick team. You're all a wonderful bunch, and this game looks absolutely stunning. And And folks home, don't forget to wishlist LEGO Voyages today so you'll be ready when it drops, as you said, September 15th. And speaking of taking legendary creativity brands in brand new gameplay directions, you are about to witness the world premiere of an upcoming open world survival crafting game with a, I'll call it a decidedly Studio Ghibli aesthetic. Check it out.
Le world premiere. Ça c'est Studio Ghibli.
Rampant pollution has depleted the world's resources. And only your moving house and its mysterious power can cleanse the pollution. In this world, you will meet Kororu, whose hot-tempered personality masks his secretly warm heart.
Meow.
And collect resources, craft items for survival, gather oddlings, and decorate your settlement. You'll face danger on every step of your journey, and riddles to test your wits. But in Boomwalker, your companions have your back. Kettle Kid, a fiery pot of purification, and the moving house that you travel the world with. Don't forget the oddlings that help you on your adventure. Hi, I will be your guide during this dev gameplay walkthrough. First, let's follow the house as we look for a place to anchor it. If you stick close to the moving house, you won't take any damage, and the forest will begin to be purified. Seems like this is the best place to anchor the house. If you activate the anchoring device, you can purify the surrounding area. Let's purify the forest. You can find uncontaminated ingredients in the purified area.
Okay.
But there are also fruits like apples that you have to climb a tree or shoot them down. Let's toss those tasty-looking ingredients into Kettle Kid. The oddlings will then help stir them just right so they cook a delicious soup. Look, this purification crystal is the key to purifying the world's pollution. When you put it in the purifier, you can see the purification gauge fill up.
Un petit coup de ramonage.
The purification gauge is now full. Let's operate the purifier.
Ah, c'est la jauge de purification.
Oddling statue.
Okay.
There's something new up ahead in that glowing area. Oh, it's an oddling statue. Look here. Don't the colors of the orb and the pedestal seem to match? Oh, one of the orbs is missing. Maybe it's on top of that mushroom. If you put the orb here in the spot from before... Wow! A bunch of new oddlings have appeared. Invader Pelicani Cleanup. Let's take our new friends home. Wait, what's happening? No, it's Pelicani! That wicked creature eats anything! It's too dangerous up close. So let's chase it away with a slingshot. Building a settlement. We have a lot of oddlings now, but there doesn't seem to be enough houses for all of them. There also seem to be some oddlings exhausted from overwork. We better build more facilities for the oddlings. And this looks like a good spot. Let's relocate the cluttered storage box and place the sunbed next to it. We filled enough purification gauges to restore the entire mushroom forest we explored. This was just a taste of the amazing world of Bloomwalker. We look forward to seeing you create your own story.
Bloomwalker, Project Bloomwalker.
Well, some survival scenarios are a bit more dire than others, and if Project Bloomwalker is set to be a beautiful but challenging walk in the park, then Dying Like the Beast is a long march down a ruined highway to hell. The latest installment aims to blaze a new trail for the beloved zombie apocalypse franchise. And here to introduce us to the Beast, our Dying Light franchise director, Timon Smith-Sala, and Q&A analyst, Aaron Talty, with some live gameplay. This is so exciting. Welcome to the show and welcome to Gamescom, guys.
Hello, Bex.
Hello. How has your Gamescom been so far for both of you?
It's my first time, so very, very exciting. Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, busy, crazy, and lots of fun.
Yeah. Love it. Well, you've got some live gameplay for us, so can you show us what you've got?
Yeah, absolutely.
Very excited.
Let's start the demo. And the mission that we have here, of course, it's Dying Like the Beast, right? So it's going to be scary, going to be full of zombies, mission, parkour, melee fighting, anyone, because it's one of the side missions from the game. And it starts with a very classic Dying Light dilemma. There's like a small group of survivors struggling to survive, live to another day, hiding in the town hall here, and suddenly the water source is gone. Like there are no water in the taps, and like they don't know what happened. Like is something trying to hurt them? Maybe something is broke. Maybe something is trying to get rid of them from this place because they want to take over. So it's kind of like a classic Dying Light problem, but then there are some twists, there are some turns, there's some mystery to uncover. Probably we will not see all of it here, but let's just give it a go and let's see how far we can go.
Let's see what we uncover. That is one of my favorite things from the previous games, when you have this little hub community kind of safe space for most part, and then you do have to go out and protect them or gain friendships as well as take on the challenges outwards.
C'est le jour, il faut acheter 2 rogolais et les gobelins. Ah, 2 rogolais, ça fait un peu cher. Hein.
So you play as Kyle Prey, and that's a very unique, very special type of a hero for a survival horror game, because he's not only the master survivalist, like he's not only able to survive as long as he wants in this difficult, challenging environment, but in this game he also has access to a set of very special, very powerful beast-like abilities, which really allow him to kind of unleash all of the rage, all of the everything that he has in it. And like the tagline for the game is that they were trying to break him, but they created a beast. And why they were trying to break him? Because he was captured by this guy named the Baron. Baron is a crazy scientist who's trying to achieve something very, very sinister. And Baron was experimenting on Kyle for a number of years. Kyle manages to break out. So they didn't break him, and now he's ready to unleash his wrath. He's ready to take revenge, but for that he needs some help, and that help comes from the people that live in this beautiful valley that we see on the screen right now. This is the valley. The region is called Castor Woods. It's modeled after Swiss Alps, like little touristy towns in Swiss Alps. Lots of nature, lots of very beautiful vistas. But of course, this one has lots of zombies in it.
Perfect holiday.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, if there was a zombie apocalypse, I'd probably go to the Swiss Alps as well,
yeah,
just
of course,
to see it.
Of course, but yeah, of course. Like the high season for zombies is there all the time. And actually what we have here, so the town in the middle of the map is actually built to be almost like a parkour paradise. We really wanted to squeeze as much as possible out of this location, so players are able to seamlessly showcase all of their parkour skills, jump, run, wall run, slide, connect all of that together. How are you feeling? Do you want to fight some zombies?
No, I think we could, we got it. There's plenty of them around. I think,
we'll warm up to that. That's fair. Let's see some parkour, because obviously that's so intrinsic to
Dying absolutely. Light. So Dying Light was built on parkour, right? Like when we started working on the series, we actually asked David Bell, who's the grandfather of parkour. He's the inventor of modern parkour, to help us, to share his insights, his expertise. We got him in our studio. We mock up his moves. We asked him to basically tell us how close we are to reality, because one thing about Dying Light is we always put a lot of emphasis on immersion. We really want to make players feel like they are part of this world, like they are the character there. Come on, Aaron! Like the whole QA department is looking at you.
No, you know.
It's a lot of pressure for life.
It's all part of the plan. It's dying light, you know.
But I think it's worth saying that this is like you might look at the game, you might look at the screenshots and think, oh, okay, I see a machete, I see a guy, I see some zombies. It's just easy peasy. I go slash through zombies. Absolutely not. This is a survival game. This is a thinking man's survival game. So you constantly have to be on your toes. You constantly need to think like a survival. To survive, even if you're as a good player as Aaron, you have to.
Voilà, après ce jeu-là, je pense qu'on va pouvoir couper les amis.
You have to look at every
Je pense
step that
qu'après,
you take.
voilà, ça rallonge de trop.
I can understand why Aaron is nervous. Like before coming here,
En
we
plus,
had a
il faut que je
conversation
prépare
that
pour le
actually
futur
the
game
whole
show, j'ai
QA
pas
team
encore préparé.
from which Aaron is, they were aware that he'll be playing, so they are watching right now,
Ça prend
putting
2 heures de
extra pressure on the guy.
C'est pas mal.
I kept it quiet and it was.
Yeah, but don't worry.
Aaron, you're doing amazing.
Thank you.
And by the way, if I just made using the opportunity, let's just wave to our QA guys because they are really putting a lot of work into this. They are the most important part of the dev team in this very final stretches of the production.
Tout à l'heure, on se
we are
retrouvera
basically just
pour
4 weeks
19h30
from
pour le
releasing the
futur game
game.
show.
So excited.
Yes, so very close.
Actually,
maybe we can loot some
Ouais,
stuff,
ça sera
right?
plus intéressant ce soir, on est d'accord.
Yeah, so
Je laisse leur passer ce segment-là, puis après je vais couper.
Itself feels a little bit on the less living and breathing side of things.
Bah de rien, mon
but
petit
it
Sakura.
still feels so
Ça fait plaisir.
realistic, as if I've actually felt those textures and been in places like this before.
Yeah, so actually this is something that we are very proud about because like the whole world has been handcrafted by our level artists.
Yeah.
And
Bon,
not
attends,
only
bah, je vais peut-être
handcrafted,
couper là,
but
de toute
also
façon,
they've managed to put a lot
bah,
of
ça sert
Easter
à rien, quoi.
eggs, in-jokes into
Et
the
ce soir,
world.
ça sera
So
beaucoup
like the
plus
posters
intéressant.
you see
Bah, en
there,
tout cas, merci les amis d'avoir
have
suivi.
even scanned some of the items that
Ouais,
they
là,
have
ça fait
in their
beaucoup trop
homes, in their
long.
houses,
Puis en
and
plus,
kind of brought them
les emplois, ça passe sur
into
tout ça.
like
Donc,
the virtual
voilà.
versions here in the
Et je vais
game.
couper là.
I'm not sure we'll see
On
that,
se
but for
retrouvera
example,
ce
there's
soir
a
à
blanket,
19h30, ce sera beaucoup plus cool.
like with a
Parce
line.
que,
We
ouais,
might
c'est
get a
30 ans
chance.
de
Yeah, we might
parole,
get a chance to see that. So
voilà,
actually, that's
c'est
a
compliqué.
blanket that
Voilà.
was
Voilà, en tout cas, merci à tous les amis,
taken from
merci d'être venus.
grandma of one of our
Et on se
artists,
retrouve ce soir
and in a way
à
to kind of
19h30.
honor her
Voilà.
and put
Allez, à ce
something